All right, so we begin our campaign as the four of you make your way to the Lucky Stallion, a popular tavern in the Calvé Crossroads, which is now your current location in the Crovian Empire. As you approach the Lucky Stallion, you see a very well-built two-story tavern with a beautiful-looking horse painted on its side. Looking around, you can see the tavern is surrounded by merchant stalls and stables, and there even appears to be outdoor seating. It's a very, very nice place. There's a festive, drunken energy which prevails the area. Now, the four of you, as you're approaching the tavern here, as you have all taken up the job from Gundren Rockseeker, you see each other, since this is the time and the destination that was agreed upon, although you may not know one another yet. And as you walk up to the tavern, I'm going to ask each of you, I'm going to go in alphabetical order, ask each of you to kind of describe your character, how your character currently looks with any disguises or markings or whatnot. We begin with Izron, scion of House Cathanor.
Oh boy. Yeah, so Izron is about an 8-foot goat boy. With some matted gray hair, wearing some tattered clothes, with his hand flute across his chest, strapped across it, and some nice looking horns, and some reddish eyes. As just looks a little shaggy and ruffled, but could be the life of a party.
As you're approaching the inn or the tavern Izron, are you disguised, or are you going straight up as a Trazen goat?
I think I'd go up undisguised as, yeah, he's all about parties.
Okay, so you're just going like no disguise. You're just walking through the city.
He's just gonna strut in with confidence.
Okay. So next up we have George.
Yeah, George is he's a human. He's got some pretty normal human features. He's got his nice smooth bald crown on the top of his head, which contrasts the dark brown hair on the sides of his head. He's got a nice beard with a little bit of grays and reds as he's starting to hit his older ages. He's got a nice rugged look to him. In terms of clothes, the image is pretty accurate. He has a polished and well-maintained guardsman uniform, and he dons sturdy leather clothing, both for comfort and protection. And you can see he has 2 hand axes and a broadsword and a shield donned around him. And he's currently walking around Calvé Crossroads with like a job posting paper that he's torn off of a board, and he's kind of just like looking at that and then looking at signs, trying to figure out where he is because he's never been here before. Looks out of place.
All right. Next up we have Rorrim.
Rorrim is wandering through the town, trying to push her way through the tavern. Has long blonde hair tied back in a braid. Clothing is fairly image accurate. Leather armor covered with a big swanky coat with some fur on the shoulders. She does have a longbow strapped to her back along with a quiver and 2 swords by her side. And covering her face is a intricate mask that has 2 lenses through the eyes that are completely reflective.
All right, and last we have Snukk.
Snukk is a fairly tall, 6.5 foot, really half draconic looking, but with shimmering blue skin. Really coming in with scale armor on underneath some just common clothes with a holy symbol around his neck. for the midnight idol.
All right. So as the four of you are walking up towards the tavern, you all see each other, which may or may not make you react in different ways. But you do notice that this is the city's a pretty big melting pot, and it's pretty far away from the capital city, Krov. So the rules are a little more lax than you would expect. Even such, the appearance of both the Starheart Draconic Snukk and the Trazen Izron does cause heads to turn, especially at Izron as he's walking around the city. As he walks by, you see guards kind of reach for their scabbards and just kind of keep their eyes on him as they go past. So a couple people stumbly drunken fall out of the tavern as you guys are walking up to it. They look up at Izron and they kind of just scatter to the sides, knowing that this is a demonic creature from the below. As the four of you are about to push into the tavern, is there anything you want to say to each other? Anything you want to prepare before you go in?
You all kind of walking in at the same time, or
You're all kind of walking through the front doors together. You haven't walked in yet, but you're like about to walk through into the tavern, seeing the Lucky Stallion Tavern Inn. This is where you were asked to come to by Rockseeker for the job. So you wouldn't know necessarily, unless you knew each other, that you're signed up for the job. You would just see these strange appearances. Except for maybe George. George looks like one of the guardsmen. Although he is missing the tabard.
I mean, Izron would probably, as he's getting closer to the tavern, would prepare his pan flute to kind of like do a tune for his entrance. A nice upbeat tune.
Just as she approaches the tavern, Rorrim would pass a hand over and seemingly adjust her mask and just cast a disguise self. Nothing outwardly changes that you can see.
Interesting, okay.
But she has in some way disguised.
is George just kind of wandering around?
The rest of the party probably gets to the tavern first, as he's like that kind of older guy that's lost but doesn't want to ask anyone for directions. So he's just like reading and rereading this paper he has with the name of the inn and is struggling to find it.
Okay.
Eventually finding it, and that's when he notices the three of you in front of him, and he kind of like wants to enter last to see if the patrons of the tavern react to this giant goat man.
Okay.
Uh,
So who wants to step in first? That might change a little bit of this.
Can I step in first playing my upbeat tune?
Sure.
What do you need me to roll?
I'll give you a performance check to see how you're playing.
Sure.
With the seven.
I'm getting the bad rolls out.
So as you guys are all approaching and you see Izron push his way through, he pulls out his pan flute and he starts to play, and as soon as he puts his mouth to it and lets the first like musical notes echo from it, you hear this like screeching bit. You see a little bit of saliva shoot out the end, like, and he shakes it and then he pulls it up to his mouth, and then he's able to start to play it. So that first, you walk into the tavern. As you walk in, you see this very smoky smell and warm atmosphere. You can see lights hanging from chandeliers. You can see a little portly barkeep starting to light the chandeliers. And then you step in, and then you shoot out some of your saliva, and everyone turns and looks at you. For a minute there, the entire tavern, which was loud and people were telling stories, having a good time, they all just stop and they just look at you for a second. And then you hear from the barkeep who was lighting the chandelier. Are you lost?
I don't think so. I just follow where the music takes me.
Yeah, look around
And
for a second.
The music took me here.
Do you have coin?
Why, yes, my good friend, I do have coin.
He looks you up and down, and then he looks at some of the patrons in the bar and he kind of shrugs. Well, if he has coin, and he motions you to come in.
I'm gonna walk on in.
Assuming the rest of you kind of file in after Izron, with George walking in last, and George has the you're holding like the job posted in your hand as you walk in, kind of looking around.
Mm-hmm. Eventually, when he spots probably one of the few dwarves, or at least the few dwarves who look profitable, he'll join their table.
So you'd walk in, you'd have it. As you're like looking around, scanning the room, you do see a dwarf. He has a long black beard, very long black mustache. He wears a fine brimmed hat. As he's sitting at the table and he sees you kind of looking around the room, understanding you're not a regular, seeing you have his job posted in your hand, he stands up. Oi! Are you here for the job? Rockseeker here. Come on back. Come on. He motions you to come back. But then the rest of you would also hear the Rockseeker kind of motioning you guys to come back for the job.
Yeah. I'll head over to the table and just gently remove my mask and clip it to my belt. And behind it is kind of a mid-20s looking face. White hair all the way to eyebrows, and just pale eyes.
Ooh. Human? Assuming Snukk and Izron also come to see Rockseeker.
Yes.
Yep.
He's in kind of the back corner. He's seated in the back so that he faces the door. And then there's 4 chairs around him in a circle that you all can sit at. And as the 4 of you sit down, he kind of takes a second to like look at each of you up and down for a brief moment. Then he shrugs. Glad to see you made it in one piece. Please make yourself comfortable. We can discuss business, but first I need to know. You're all here for the job offering, but who are you?
George will put his the paper down facing Rockseeker and kind of like move it to the center of the table, and then like in his palm he has like a rock that he places on it to make sure the paper doesn't like fly away, as though there'd be wind in this tavern, even though there probably isn't. And he's gonna like, name's George. I'm here for the job.
Rorrim.
Izron, the pleasure to meet you.
Snukk.
Well, I must say, no one else has came for this job, so you're hired. He leans forward and he gets very serious for just a brief second. He looks at all of you and looks into your eyes with a deep stare, and he says, "Oh, what are you drinking?"
Something fiery.
Milk will do. I'm a bit lactose intolerant, but it's what we always drank on the watch. Something I'm used to. Unless that's a bother, then I suppose whatever you're having.
As you're telling him his order, he's waving over the barkeep.
No need for such pleasantries for myself.
I'll have spring water with a lemon.
Yeah, this group, I swear.
I just want something fiery.
As he waves over the portly barkeep that looked up Izron, but then welcomed him into his tavern. Well, for my friends here, A glass of cold milk. Get my tall friend here a white flagon ale and burn the top. And then a water with lemon. Spring water with lemon. This one might be on a detox before he adventures. The barkeep looks for a second there and looks a little off-put by it, but then Rockseeker flicks him a gold piece. And he scurries off, and as he does, Rockseeker turns back to the four of you. So what I'm needing is rather simple. I need the four of you to escort my wagon to Elmina Barthen of Barthen's Provisions over in Davonsford, which is I'm not sure if you're aware, it's a few days travel northwest of here. Have any of you been to Davonsford? Do you know the way?
I know the way. That's why I'm taking the job. Actually, I need to head back there.
Excellent. Then you have a guide, and it looks like we have muscle. Seems like all of you know how to wield a blade or a bow of some kind. Or tethers. Ways with magic. If you escort my wagon to Barthen's Provisions and see Elmina, I will gladly pay you 30 gold piece each for your troubles. You see, I would do this myself, but I need to get there early to take care of some business, and the cart won't be ready until tomorrow morning. It's a simple job. Good coin. What do you say?
I don't see why no one else has taken it.
I mean, I'm very much interested.
I'll ensure your goods get to town safely, and that there will be no insiders sneaking any of your goods. And he'll eye the two non-humans. Just really quickly.
Excellent. He gives you a nod. Well, if I'm being honest with you all, I must say you all look like you've been through the shitter. I'll tell you what though, I'll cover your room and your food for the night. Cover your drinks. That way we're on a good standing. More incentive for you to make sure my goods make it safely to Davonsford. What do you say?
I say
Go
that's
ahead.
mighty nice of you.
Are we heading out in the morning or the night?
In the morning, but the room is a 1-room 4-bed. You will have to sleep in the same room tonight. But you have a roof over your head?
Can't say no to a free bed.
Nor I.
Acceptable.
Barkeep comes over, places the cool milk in front of George, places a water with a very large chunk of lemon. Like he wasn't really sure what to do with it. This is half a lemon just hanging over the side of your glass. Puts it in front of Snukk. And he has a very big flagon. You can see that the top of the brim has been heated or burnt.
Oh, perfect.
And he drops the white flagon ale in front of you. Sven, the 4 of these are going to be needing a room too. If you put it on my tab and give them one of your best. Sven gives a nod. Oh, here. And he reaches in his pocket. He pulls out a silver key. And he holds it out to whoever wants to take it. There's a lock for your room.
Yeah, George will take that.
Excellent. If you wouldn't mind, says Rockseeker, with that being taken care of, please follow me out to the stables and I'll show you where to pick up the wagon. Stands up, pushes in his chair, grabs his flask, puts it in his pocket, and then starts to walk out the front door.
George will grab his cup of milk and he'll down it like he's trying to take a shot, and then slams the cup onto the table to join Rockseeker.
Izron's gonna take his tankard of lovely drink that was placed before him and take a sip and proceed to drink while he follows.
It tastes a bit like a heavy cider.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna start chugging it then as I walk.
It's surprisingly pretty good. This whole tavern seems like a pretty well established tavern in a nice neighborhood for the crossroads.
I wonder what the bad parts of town are like.
The four of you follow Gundren as he goes out to the stables near the inn, and as he goes out, you see this beautiful white horse being groomed by this tall, grizzled human male who looks like this. He has
He looks sad.
short black hair with some gray in it. Looks about mid-50s. For those in the Krovian Empire, you would notice that he has the markings of the sigil of the Golden Claw, which is Krovian Empire's elite army of Griffin Riders that are tied directly to King Dominus. So immediately those that see this person know that he is a veteran of some kind. Like he knows his way around the blade. And he speaks as you guys approach. He says, Gundren, are you finally ready to head off? Gundren says, aye. I found a group to escort the wagon. Please meet. This is Sildar Hallwinter. He's going to be my bodyguard on the way there. Sildar reaches his hand out to whoever is closest. The pleasure is mine.
George will take his hand and he'll try to have a nice firm handshake. Show some strength.
Give me an athletics check. See how firm that handshake is. Oh!
Super firm.
Damn.
Oh.
I drank my milk. I'm here for business now, baby.
Oh gosh.
Pleasure to meet you.
A pleasure is all mine. As he gets a little wince as you smash his fingers, the hard grip.
What's one such as yourself doing so far from Krov?
I'm making my way to Davonsford, and Roxika here is needing some assistance, so happy to join in.
Well, it'll be an honor. Hopefully we don't draw blades, but if we do, it would be an honor to fight alongside you.
Because I hope this ends up being a quiet affair, but this is where you'll be able to pick up the cart tomorrow. When you guys are ready to depart bright and early, we're going to take these two stallions and double time it to get to the city as quick as possible. Meet you all there.
At that, George getting a little awkward as he definitely misunderstood what was happening and he's actually not going to be with this guy at all. Oh, okay. We'll meet you there then.
Don't worry, you'll be fine. I see you know your way around the blade. I would notice someone with some training. Just the way you carry yourself, nice and clean. You serve?
Nothing fancy. 20 years as a guardsman. That's about it. Had my fair share of some tuffles, but nothing life-threatening yet.
Well, be aware that as you make your way up to Davonsford, there has been some bandit sightings. The closer you get, just watch out for the ones called the Dead Rabbits.
Aye, they can be an aggressive group for sure.
That's why Roxika here has hired me on, and why it seems he's made the right choice in getting assistance by the four of you. You are a unique group. As you're saying this, you see Roxika kind of push away a little bit, and he goes to this, looks like a stable's hand. And he doesn't, he doesn't have he's not very good at whispering. He just kind of talks. Even when he tries to talk low, he still whispers loudly. And he says, "Oi, Johnny, this is the group handling my cart tomorrow. If there's any issues, you let me know." And you can see him put some coins in Johnny's hand. Johnny gives him a nod and then looks at the four of you. Gives you a wink. Well, Sidar, we need to go. Hurry up and talk with your friends so we can get there double time. I need to meet my brothers. As Gundrian starts to mount onto his white stallion, that beautiful white stallion, Sidar turns to the four of you. Any other questions? Anything you might need to be aware of?
What kind of things are we escorting?
Nothing too crazy. I think Rockseeker, you just got some flour, some salted pork, some ale, a lot of shovels and picks and mine equipment. I think him and his brothers are going to be heading into the mines when they get to Davinsford.
All the more important to bring it safely then. Safe travels for you.
Yes, and you as well. And he jumps up on his stallion, and then they start to kick off. And Rockseeker turns over his shoulder as they're starting to make their way out of the city. I'll see you in Davinsford in a few days. And then they head off, going out of the gates of the city, out of your sight. Leaving the four of you by the stables. Old Johnny's kind of walking around and just doing his normal work. But if you guys want to, you can head back into the tavern and hang out for a bit, talk to each other, or we can jump ahead and get you guys on the road.
I'm just drinking my cider. It's very good.
Well, my name's George. I don't think most of you introduced yourselves to Rockseeker. So if we're going to be spending time together, I feel like this is the best time to do it. Unless you want to sit down first.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind going back to the table. I did not finish my water.
I'm not opposed.
Sure, why not?
And then George will head inside and sit back at the same table.
Sure. So as you guys all go back and sit down. Prophet, thanks for the sub, dude. Appreciate it, man. So the same portly barkeep will walk up to you and ask if you want to refill drinks.
I gladly say yes.
George will pass. He's a one milk a night kind of guy.
Are you sure? I can add some chocolate.
As tempting as that is, I'm sure I would enjoy it, but I don't think my new friends here would sleep much tonight.
Oh.
Ah, I see. A man of great flatulence, and he scurries away.
Ay. Why drink it if it pains you?
One cup doesn't pain me that much. Besides, it always helps with the bones. At least that's what I was told as a kid. You can never have strong enough bones, I'd say.
I've never heard such a saying.
Maybe it's a Dravinsford thing.
Perhaps. I've passed by the city a couple times.
It's a quaint
Well.
place.
As the four of you sit around the table, so if the back of the table is like back here, how would you guys be kind of positioned like around it? Kind of like who would have their back to it and...
George would have his back to the wall.
Okay, so like right there.
Mm-hmm.
You could have one
I
more
think-
person but with their back kind of to it, and then two people would have to have their backs towards the door.
So does the wall is the one that has like the fireplace next to it, right?
Yes, you guys are like kind of in this back corner.
Oh, I definitely want to be next to the fireplace. Reminds me of home.
That's
Back to
messed
the door.
up. Good man.
Nice and
Back
warm.
to the door, but chair tilted slightly so that I can kind of see.
Okay, so it'd be like that.
Yeah, Snukk carries himself with not arrogance per se, but that slight, confident view. So it doesn't really. He's not terribly concerned about this place.
I'll trust the guardsman with looking out for me.
Izron's just very nice and chill. Laid back.
Barkeep
Me too.
returns.
What about y'all?
Barkeep puts another white flag in front of Izron. Gives him a look. You can tell he's a little afraid of him, but he's doing his best to. He was paid for this, so he puts it down and he kind of scurries back away. Doesn't ask anyone else for anything.
When he puts down the drink, I just smile and say thank you.
You're welcome.
None of you have given a name yet. Don't be too shy. We're going to be spending some time together. It's more than a day's journey to Dravensford. I feel like knowing each other's names would be beneficial if we get into a fight. Or at the very least, I can stop calling you a goat.
Well, I'd prefer not to be called a goat. The name's Izron, and kind of holds out a hand for you to shake. If you decide to shake it.
Yeah, George will accept it. He's on a job now. He has to be
Yeah.
polite and proper.
It's a little warm to the touch as you shake his hand.
George will show no concern at that, but when he's done handshaking, he will put his hand under the table and rub it on his knee, trying to even out the temperature.
Yeah, so the name's Izron. My friends call me Iz.
Is that something we're allowed to call you?
It is if you're my friends.
All right, Izron. A pleasure to meet you.
Giving me a headache already.
Do anything.
Name's Rorrim. She'll also reach out to shake both their hands.
At the same time?
Yeah.
Hey, that's power play.
Dang.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, George will take your hand.
Izron,
A little cold to
take
the
your hand.
touch. A little cold.
After that, George will put his hand under the table and rub it on his knee to even out the temperature. Fucking weird group, man.
Yeah, Izron just kind of rubs his hand on his right horn.
Many apologies if you did not hear me when I was speaking with the dwarf earlier. I am Snukk. And I'll just nod my head at the group.
That's an interesting name. Is there meaning to it? Like a past tense sneak, perhaps?
No.
Very well.
What? Do you just go around and ask everyone if their names have meaning? What does George mean?
Well, George is both mine and my family name. It's passed down through the line.
So is your name George?
No, just George. What's a jungle?
George, the jungle.
It's different climate, different environment. I don't think there's one too nearby. Grew up here, you wouldn't have been around.
Well, I think these crossroads is pretty close to being the farthest out of Dravensford I've been before.
Well, then you've got a lot of sightseeing more to do.
Hopefully not. Ravensford's pretty pleasant. There ain't much more in life than pleasantries, I would say.
Rorrim, give me a perception check.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're sitting in a way to where you're looking towards George. You have your back turned a bit, but you can still see a little bit of the back window. The back window here would be facing in a way to where George and Izron really can't see it.
Mm-hmm.
Looks passive is high enough, but yours just barely catches the glimpse of this figure. It looks to be a human. Looks to be a Thalorian. He wears a very heavy cloak that covers most of his face. It kind of drifts down. You can see him just kind of peeking through the window a little bit, just kind of looking in the direction of George and Izron. And as he does for a brief moment, you can see on the top of his head, there is a strange marking. And it looks to be like a tattoo of some kind, but he disappears away from the window and starts to leave as he notices you. You catch him out of the corner of your eye.
As he leaves, I'm just gonna stare him down. Even if he turns back at all, he'll just see me staring at him. And it's quite odd. There's no blinking.
It's just very, very, very brief as he sees you looking at him. He's looking at the table, and then he just turns and almost about face, and then walks in the complete opposite direction of the window. And eventually goes down an alley and goes out of sight.
Interesting.
George, like, while talking about his times in Ravensford, will like notice that you stopped listening to him, and he's gonna like turn his head and look out the window and obviously not catch anything, but he'll look back at you. You see anything fun there?
Well, just some onlookers. The like. Strange taste in tattoos. Would any of you care for a game? I find it's the easiest way to make some friends.
I'm getting a bit old for games, but I suppose I'll humor you.
What type of
Pass me the
games?
cards. Oh, just a game of cards.
Oh, well, this should be
Teach
interesting
rules.
then.
It's something I learned down in Arcadia.
Arcadia? That's really far away. I don't think I've ever met anyone from there before. Is it as warm as they say?
Oh, it's quite warm. I'd have to ditch the jacket for sure. But wonderful taste in card games. Very fantastic, but I can teach you the rules.
As long as they're simple, I won't say no.
What's to lose?
Snukk.
I'll play along.
I'll deal out a set of playing cards and teach people the rules to this Arcadian card game.
Okay.
I don't have rules of a game, but
Very good. So as you guys play cards for a bit, I don't know if anyone here is a cheater or anyone here is kind of above it.
oh, the cards are marked.
Gotcha.
Oh.
George isn't a cheater, but he's definitely on his night watches have played with other guards who at one time or another have attempted to cheat. So this is something definitely George would be looking out for.
Izron is definitely a cheater. 1000%.
Snuck's not a cheater, or else it's gonna be really weird.
No, he's Snukk wasn't once a man of, a kind of higher purpose, I guess. So, no.
So if anyone wants to cheat, it would be a sleight of hand check against perceptions.
Cool. I'm gonna go for it. I'm a cheater.
This is just like over the course of your games to see how you guys react to each other as you kind of learn each other's personalities.
If I have proficiency with playing cards, does that add anything?
Sure, I'll give it to you. Roll a d4. Let's add a d4 to your sleight of hand. So your sleight of hand to cheat too?
Hmm?
Are you rolling sleight of hand to cheat, or do you want to try to spot Traz in cheating?
No, I'll cheat too.
Okay. So Izron and Rorrim both cheat against each other. Both putting this about the same amount of hands. George and Snukk are oblivious to it. You think that they are just very skilled card givers, and you guys have bad luck. But Izron and Rorrim both roll insights for me too to see if you recognize the person across from you is cheating.
Okay, insight. Yeah, let's see if we're good at this.
No, you just rolled better than me, so.
So Izron, you notice that Rorrim is also cheating, but it's up to you if you want to like do anything about it, or if you just maybe have learned something about your new companions.
Can I merely wink in Rorrim's direction? And I don't want to say anything.
Sure.
I just merely wink, but I say nothing.
Rorrim just stares back without blinking. It's odd, she hasn't blinked once.
Is it? I don't know. Everyone's different.
Oh, is Rorrim's mask still off then?
Yeah, for about... Yeah, until... Eventually she sees, like, Izron is winning too many hands, so she suddenly puts it back on to try to hide any tells.
Me winning too many hands.
Before the end of the hour.
I don't know what you're talking
Convenient. I wonder what that would be for.
Smart.
Well, eventually George will like toss his last hand into the center of the table. Well, you know what they say. Can't teach an old dog new tricks. Alcadians have a weird sense of fun.
All I do is play their games. You haven't seen the Colosseum.
There's a Coliseum?
Oh, certainly.
Is there a lot of betting that goes on there? And when Izron says betting, he kind of like leans in, smiling.
Oh, for sure. I doubt there's a day that goes by where it doesn't happen.
Oh, well, I must definitely visit this Alcadia.
Interesting place. Well, I think I will retire. Getting quite late in the evening.
George will take the key out of his pocket and hand it over to Rorrim. That's the key to the room. I'll probably stay here for a bit more. Make sure no one else with the strange aura about them comes into the room.
An eye on the window. And then she'll turn, walk up the stairs, swing the key around her finger.
Before Izron will retire for the night, he'd like to try one more time to play on his pan flute.
Okay, give me a performance.
Work.
Better than before. And at this point in the night, everyone is so intoxicated that they look over and you can see their smiles, and they seem pretty into your performance.
Ooh. We still got it, and then he's gonna go to bed.
I'll say, I've seen him pull it out and just barely, playing a bit better. I'll walk upstairs or wherever.
All right, so I got Rorrim, Izron going upstairs, and then George is staying downstairs for a bit.
Yeah, eventually George's stomach gets the best of him and he goes outside to relieve himself. Takes a bit of time, but he'll eventually join the rest of the group.
Okay.
Can't handle that. Can't handle your milk.
Gotcha.
After 4 hours, 4 hours laying down in bed, not moving, Rorrim will sit up and head over to the window and people watch.
Dang.
But you look out the window, it's pretty dark still as the sun hasn't risen yet. Everyone else here is a 8-hour sleeper. Yep. The other companions are snoring in their beds. And as you just kind of keep an eye out, just looking out the window, there's still a little bit of bustle in town, since this is sort of a large town, but nothing that really draws your attention too much. So at the right before the sun starts to come up, so maybe about 5:30 in the morning or so, as you're just kind of watching out nonchalantly, you can see that same figure that was looking through the window going to step out from behind the stables where you rock seeker that took you to see his cart. And he briefly looks up to the window. You get the sense that he looks at you and he notices you. You get a little bit better view of him this time. He has his cowl. He looks like this, and you can see the marking on his forehead. He looks up at you and takes his hood, closes it in a little bit, turns, and then walks away.
Did he look like he was trying to get to the goods?
You're not sure. You know he came from that same stables, and you know that they're going to be... You would assume that they probably won't load the cart until the light comes up, until the sun rises. But he was in that area, which was kind of interesting. He doesn't walk away like fast. He just kind of turns and meanders his way down the street and then out of sight. After about another half hour to an hour, everyone else starts to wake up as the sun starts to shine through the window. You take a picture. Look at that. Look at that weirdo in the Discord.
What a weirdo. I just wanted a way to keep the tattoo.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
The rest of you rise. Get ready for the morning. The people, you can hear downstairs at the tavern that there is a, it sounds like they do a breakfast. You can hear kitchen work. People are starting to wake up and go about their day. You hear a little rasp at the door. Knock, knock, knock. You hear a young boy call out, this is Johnny. Your cart's ready. Or Mr. Rockseeker, are you in there?
Rorrim will look at the other three trying to roll out of bed and walk over to the door.
Yeah, I'll roll out of bed and start, getting everything back on.
So, Izron's a snorer. So...
It's very annoying.
Yes, it's very annoying, and when he hears those raps, he's like, where's breakfast?
Well, George was already awake, and he was in the middle of putting on his armor when all this was happening, and he decided just not to respond. And thankfully, the snoring is not too abnormal, having slept in the barracks in Ravensford for quite some time.
Imagine snoring. Yeah, Rorrim will go over and open the door. Probably towering over this poor stable boy.
The little giant looks up. Cart's ready whenever you're ready to leave. I have it hooked up to an ox, ready to go.
Thanks, kid.
He holds his hand out. He's looking for a tip.
I'll pass him 2 silver.
Thank you. And he just rushes down on the hall and exits.
Don't got much.
How tall is Rorrim?
6'1".
Oh my lord. I didn't say it, but George is 5'4". I'm like significantly shorter than all of you. Oh my lord.
Yep.
Wait, am I the tallest?
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Are you the tallest? You took the range and said 6 foot to 8 foot. Oh, I guess I'm gonna be 8 foot.
We got an 8 foot, a 6'6", a 6'1", and then a 5'4". We got a dwarf.
5'4" balding man.
Hey, at least you don't have to bend to go through a door.
Yeah, but if I hit the top of a door, I get hurt more than you because I don't have any hair to soften the blow.
I'm all hair. Yeah, you're right. I am all hair.
You're gonna hit your horns first.
Oh yeah, it's gonna hurt.
I'm gonna wander down to the bar and get some breakfast before heading out.
I'll wander out.
I'm gonna put it on the tab.
Check the cart.
Sure.
Yeah. George will join Snukk. He'll grab some water and some bread for breakfast.
Izron will clean his horns the best he can with what he has available, and then head down for some breakfast.
As you make your way down, there's really not too many people here right now. There's one table with a couple of, looks like some travelers, some merchant travelers. The barkeep serving bread. He has some water, a little bit of coffee, and he has some hot porridge over the fire. Gives you guys a bowl, scoops it up, pushes it in front of you, knowing that you're being taken care of by Rockseeker. And then a Rorrim, as you make your way out to the cart, you see the ox. You have one ox. There's a pretty good sized cart loaded up and ready. Looks like there's enough room for 2 people to sit on like the lip to guide the cart.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's enough room in the back for like 2 of you to sit in the back if you want to maneuver a little bit of the cargo. So if you sit in the back, it'll be a little cramped. But there are stacks of flour. There's casks of meat. He has 2 very large barrels of ale. About a dozen shovels, about a dozen picks, about a dozen crowbars. 5 lanterns, and he has a pretty big sized barrel of oil. But nothing that would make you stand out as like to be robbed. Nothing like of intense value, but for miners and merchants.
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah. How tall we all are, we barely fit.
I mean,
yeah. I'll just check over everything, make sure everything's strapped down securely. See if is it still Johnny here? Or is there a different stable?
You can see little Johnny's running around. He's starting to feed some of the horses. You see he throws out a little bit of seed. It looks like he has some chickens in the back. Looks like there's this is where he lives. There's a little small cot tucked in the corner there.
I'll try to get some tips on how to handle oxen.
Well, as long as you hold the reins, give it a nice little tug, but nothing too hard. He'll go straight. You can kind of veer him a bit. But if you let go of the reins, he won't move. He's very well trained.
Easily spooked?
He's a little up there in age, but if any wolves or anything with fangs comes by, he might get a little scared.
Alrighty. Well, let's hope we don't have to deal with that then.
Well, Rockseeker purchased them, so you don't have to worry about bringing them back. Just give them to Rockseeker when you get there.
Awesome. Thank you. And I'll hand him another silver.
Oh, Dick's excited.
Yeah.
man, he's really making his money today.
I know. So generous.
I'm going to go buy some cinnamon.
Oh! Don't spend it all in one place.
Oh, cinnamon, and you sprinkle it in your porridge. So good, so delicious.
Porridge. I've yet to have this.
It's warm. It's a little bland, but it'll stick to your bones and fill you up.
Bland and fill you up. Izron's kind of like thinking of the multiple uses of this porridge.
I'll just wait out on the cart for them to finish their food. Their food, then.
Oh yeah, I eat a decent amount.
Yeah, I'll wander out.
Yeah, George will be with Snukk.
I'll be the last to arrive.
Right.
Food eaters. Ridiculous.
Just push some food up against your mask. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
I don't have a mouth. Can't help it.
Just do like the ghost thingies from Pirates of the Caribbean and let it,
We don't know that though, because we've only
No.
seen you with a mouth.
Exactly.
I don't know.
George has also never seen Pirates of the Caribbean.
That was me speaking out of character.
Let me give you an idea where you guys are on the map.
Oh boy, a map.
You're currently in the
It's not
Calvé
easy.
Crossroads. Go on to Davenport. Each square is 25 miles, so it's about a day. So this is a little bit of a journey for you. So the biggest thing I need to know is who wants to be in charge of holding the reins of the ox, and then who wants to sit in like what spot.
I don't think
Seeing the space and back, I would kind of. Well, is Rorrim up front already?
Yeah, I've been lounging in the front seat.
Yeah, kind of walking off like first after. I would probably have hopped in the front as well, noticing that was really the next largest open spot.
George will squint, annoyed at the two of you for taking the front seat, but thankfully you can't see his anger really all that well because of the sun. So he'll just begrudgingly sit next to the goat.
He glimpsed too much
Yeah.
off his head.
I was gonna say
So
Yeah,
it's
it's
that
flashbang.
blinding.
the shine in our faces, and we couldn't see his face.
Okay. I'll be practicing on my pan flute while we're traveling.
Oh Lord! I'm next to that.
It's about an 8-day journey.
Oh, I got 8 days of practice. Perfect.
So as you set off, leaving the Calvé Crossroads, you'll know you're going into the Tenarian grasslands. To your south is the Isabel's Allure Mountain Range, and that's where the Royal College is. But you're going west around the Caracol Cliffs, and then northwest around the cliffs going towards Davenport and the Shallows. As you do, it is a endless fields of wind-swept, sunlit grass. You'll pass by farmlands quite often, just farmers out with their own area. In this part of town too, there's also every now and again, maybe on the second day and maybe on like the 6th day, you pass an armed guard, which is this Crovian Empire. That's an armed guards that kind of patrol their empire's roadways. There is a lot of outlaws and savage races that make this place home. I need from all of you on the 3rd day to make a perception check, each of you.
Oh boy, perception.
Ooh.
I think I'm. Hey, I see things.
Hey, I'm only good at it if I roll well.
So Snukk and Izron, which I believe both of you are sitting in the back. No, Izron.
Me?
Oh, I'm in front.
Izron's in the front. Okay, so that's good. So one in the front, one in the back. Each of you will see. You come across a farmland, and as you pass the farmland, it comes into a very large field, which looks like it hasn't been planted. And as you start to pass by the field, you notice that it looks like a battle was fought here, not recently, but maybe a few weeks prior. And you notice that because there are these very obviously handmade arrows and bits of fur, and you can see bits of ripped up hide armor tossed about. And you know that this is, for those in this area, as it's been pointed out to you, you know that there's something called the Urkurun, which is spelled like this.
Mm-hmm.
The Urkurun are clans of Ursus that are kind of nomads that fight with each other in guerrilla combat over who is the rightful heir of the Urkurun bloodline. And the Krovian Empire has chosen not to intervene with these wars because they've lost them, because they know the landscape. They're very very bloodthirsty Ursus people.
Oh boy.
So it looks like you guys are passing by a battle between two of the clans. You don't see any dead. You don't see anything really of worth picking up, but it does give you pause that they might be in the area, or they have been in some time. So you just something to keep aware of as you're kind of going through.
I start testing out a song to chronicle the battle into my interpretation.
Nice. Those are the kind of how they dress out here.
Nice. Is there any intact arrows?
Give me an investigation check if you want to get out and kind of look around.
Yeah, and kind of see like which way. Try to see which way they went.
Sure.
Or which way the battle moved, if possible.
Give me a survival check too, and anyone can help her too if anyone wants to jump out and look around.
Oh,
Ooh, 23.
Nah, I like the cart.
So this would mean Rorrim and Snukk both jump out of the cart. The ox immediately stops. He's so well trained. As soon as you let go of his reins, he just parks it. You go into the battle place. You look around. Going through the area, you find a couple things. One is you find 3 arrows that you think could be of
Nice.
use. There's a hand axe that looks like it's still usable. If anyone wants a hand axe.
Oh, I'll take that.
Nah.
All right, let me drop the hand axe in your inventory. Right. And then you see there are 3 of these they're like really long linens. They're a navy blue, kind of like the picture that he has wrapped around his head. It has these markings that look like lightning bolts that kind of go up and down and around the bandana. Which, I mean, if something you wanted to pick up, you could, but it doesn't hold much value except for the recurrent people.
Yeah. Nah.
And you would know that the lightning bolts have significance because the Ukurin is a person. He was the son of Udgir, the primal deity Stormclaw. And these Ursus believe that they are descendants of Ukurin, who was, the son of a deity. That's why they all have some sort of like lightning and thunder themes.
Wow, so fancy.
But as you get back to the cart, at this time, because Rorrim and Snukk have walked away from the cart, that means the front of the cart is open for anyone to try to jump into the spot if they so wanted to.
If George was anyone else, he would, but he doesn't want to be rude.
All right, so you return.
Make our way back. Yeah.
Back into the cart, you guys jump in and you continue on. Another couple of days pass. You would think you're about a day and a half from Davonsford. And on this next part of the journey, I need each of you again to give me another perception check.
All right. Let's see if we're good at this.
Can I please roll above a 10 perception? Be great.
There we go. We're surprisingly good at this perception thing.
Whoa.
dead horsies.
Oh no. Okay.
So as you guys are coming around the bend, you seem to stumble upon the scene of a recent battle here. The woods are pressed close to the trail. There's steep embankments with dense thickets on each side. These are about 15 feet up, these two little ranges here. You can see there's a lot of deep thicket kind of far in the back corner here too. With your 17 perceptions, Snukk and Izron, you feel like you saw something move in the bush out here in this thicket. You're not sure if anything's really in there, but it just moved in a way that kind of gave you pause for a second.
I see.
You also see there's two horses that are dead on the road. One of them is a beautiful white horse stained with crimson.
That's not good.
That's our guy.
I would like to relay to George what I saw.
It's not me joining
What?
the game.
George is gonna look at you annoyed. What?
I saw a movement, I think, of something from in this area and somewhere by there. And some horses are dead.
I guess that means we should check it out. Do we want to leave the wagon behind?
I think it'd be wise in case whatever it is still hungry and have a taste for oxen.
All right. Well, I think one of us should stay with the wagon in case this is a trap.
Bruce?
Yep.
Are we traveling through a grassland or a forest?
You went from a plains and now you're getting kind of into a little bit of a dense forest area around you. I want to put an ox here to
Intriguing.
kind of represent the ox in the wagon.
That's a big ox.
Hey, babe, is that you?
Man, that ox is like
Let's see.
swole.
What's the oxen's name?
You want to name the ox?
I say babe.
Babe Ruth.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess George will start leading the way. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Hey, Ruth.
Yep. I trust I trust you because you know the way.
As George is walking forward, he'll take his broadsword and his shield out so they're ready. And he's going to, as a bonus action, he's gonna ready his shield and he's gonna enter the Exorcism of Steel battle stance.
Okay.
And he'll keep walking forward.
What a fancy guy.
If you don't know what that is for George, he's using the revised fighter. So when he's in his Exorcism of Steel stance, whenever he succeeds on a saving throw, he can move 5 feet without provoking attack of opportunities.
Oh.
And he can use his reaction to add some stuff to the AC. He's in this like defensive.
I'm expecting to be shot.
From behind.
Yeah,
Oh
by
man,
Rorrim.
that's
Wait a
right.
minute.
There's 3 monsters behind me. Oh,
It's true.
Dang. I'm a monster?
This is not a stealthy group in the slightest.
What
Yeah.
what
I
is
look at
stealth?
Rorrim like, do you want to stay with the ox?
What else?
I mean, I got
I'll-
decent
I'll, like-
stealth.
I'll motion Snukk forward, be like, yeah, you go. I'll try to get in a position where I can see all the way down.
are all the horses up ahead dead then?
Yep, so there's 2 horses. One is the beautiful white one that you recognize from Rockseeker's horse. And the other one is a stallion that you're pretty sure was Sildar's. As you look
Okay.
down here, you can see that they've been picked clean. They have saddlebags which have been ripped apart. And then there's an empty leather map case that kind of lays in the middle of the road here.
Do the wounds on the horses look fresh?
Make a medicine check. They don't look fresh with the 5, but they don't look like the horses don't look like they've been here for a really long time. Maybe a day.
Okay. George is going to look off to the east, where they're heading towards. And he's going to loudly announce, "This is the Davonsford Guard. If you are here, show yourself before things get ugly."
Roll initiative.
Dude, I'm not rolling good today.
No.
All right.
Does anyone
Roar's
want
rubbing
to
off.
swap initiative with me?
Nah, I'm good.
Yay, alert feed, let's go.
Anyone want to go where I am?
I mean, if you want to be last, I'll swap.
I'm good.
Yeah, I don't mind. I'll swap with you. I do that.
And
I can ping you.
got it.
Nice.
So because you had the perception checks, you guys are aware that there's something in this bush here. As you kind of watch out, you know, you walk up and have it on the ready. So this won't be a surprise for these 3 goblins. As you say that, the
He's
3
still
goblins
fucked.
poke their heads out. They have scimitars and short bows. As they peek out, they have their short bows like at the ready. But there is one goblin that you guys didn't see, and he is up here on the cliff.
Oh.
This is a surprise round just basically for that one goblin. He's also top of the initiative order. Ooh. The goblin here is, as you're like saying that, the goblin's going to pop out and he's going to shoot a short bow at George. I think it's 16 misses you.
Oh, it does, absolutely. Like with an uncanny reaction time, George will like spin over and just like get his shield up and at the right time to block the bolt or the arrow.
Right. Combat music. So that would have been the surprise round. Then we go through the whole order and then back to the front. This is another goblin shot at George. Pew! Another miss. Look. Yeah, the one goblin, he's about 20 feet up, and then you have the 3 in the bush.
It's 20 feet up. Damn.
There.
Esoteric wave. A 16 hits and a 7 damage is enough to kill that goblin. Bam. Goes to Izron.
Alright, well, that one's a bit too far up. So, we're gonna move. Oh, wait, why isn't it doing what I want it to do? Gonna move there. How far are you? I'm gonna look at this goblin over here, and we're gonna try to vicious mockery it.
You got it.
And the insult that we're gonna say is, are you sure you know how to shoot? I hear that a pixie can shoot better than you.
How'd you say that? He goes, ah! And he starts to bleed from his ears from the pain.
Ah, perfect. So I used 20 feet, and then we're gonna step 10 feet back this way. And that's my turn.
Goblin's going to take a shot at Snukk with the short bow. Damn, no crit. 17 hit.
That's a matching.
Glancing blow takes that to 1 damage. Doing that pain, this goblin's gonna come out. He's gonna shoot over George.
Yeah, good thing you got disadvantage on that.
And Izron. 11.
Misses.
George.
All right, George is going to, as a bonus action, change stances. I'll be looking at the dancing steel, so I get extra 10 feet of movement if moving towards something hostile. Not that I need 40 feet right now. And then George is gonna smack this goblin.
15's a hit. It's a glancing blow, but that is enough to kill him.
Hell yeah. George is enjoying this. And he'll move up to the other goblin since he has an extra couple feet of movement.
All right.
Is there a clear visual on that other goblin up there? On the ledge there?
Yeah, you can get from there. You can shoot up there and see him.
Yeah. Alrighty, then I will use my longbow and shoot the goblin.
That is a miss.
And miss. Very unfortunate.
You see it sail high overhead, and as it sails high overhead, you hit a pigeon, and here, pigeon falls.
I'll get that for later. Yeah, I'll just hang out by the cart, I guess. It's a nice cart.
See that his friend is in danger. The goblin on top of the cliff is going to shoot at George with a short bow.
That does not hit.
Snukk.
You said that's 15 feet up, you said?
20 feet?
20 feet up?
Yeah.
Okay, so in that case, I'll have to do this again. Oops.
Esoteric wave. That's 21 hits for 4 damage. Dark energy smashes into the goblin. Takes some pretty good damage, but he's still alive.
Yeah, I'll stay where I am, I think.
Is
Alright. Measuring things plus another 20. Okay, so he's still within my 60-foot range. We're gonna try to mark this one. The one up top.
Yeah, oh, he is dead.
Yes. My insult was going to be, nice try. I hear a mushroom can shoot better than you.
And then he drops dead. That's normal.
Yep.
Ah!
You know, we're in a pretty safe spot, so we're just gonna end our turn here.
See that his companions have died. The goblin is going to use crafty. Move 30 feet there, and he's going to shoot back at George as he's running away. Miss. George is up.
Pesky goblin.
I guess I'm gonna go for the kill. Let's see if I can do it. These are goblins. They're evil.
And miss.
Wow. Yeah, that's me then.
Oops.
Nope.
There you go.
I will prepare my action in case I see anything else coming for our lovely cart.
Behind you here. Brrr. And Babe Ruth starts to eat grass.
Babe. Yeah, just have a snack.
Peer around the corner to see if George actually hit it.
You just saw George swing with the broadsword and swing over the goblin's head as the goblin ducks under.
It's cold.
It's cold.
Oh,
Ooh, a miss.
that's a whiff.
This goblin is the man. Izron.
All right. So gonna go right here. And I believe, yeah, that goblin's just within range, and we're gonna try to insult it again. Actually, I don't think I've insulted that one.
Oh, this one's
Yeah, so we're gonna say, I've seen grass run faster than you.
Get out of here.
And that's it.
It takes 2 damage.
Yeah.
The goblin is once again going to use crafty.
Dang, it's running.
I'm going to put it on the thing. It's going to run 30 feet. And as it does, it ducks behind a like a big piece of shrub. Got a bonus action. Ooh. So it runs 30 feet, going through some of this thicket and brush. And from where you are now, George, you would see that there's this. It's called a hidden trail, but it's definitely not very well hidden, and you can see there are recognizable tracks that are running into this large thicket area. At this point, the goblin. You saw the goblin run 30 feet and then disappear behind some brush.
Can I do a perception check to see if I can find it?
Yeah.
Does that count as an action then, or?
Yep.
Cool.
So do you want to look from where you are here, or do you want to run into like where the brush is and look kind of behind the brush?
George will look from where he is, which will probably explain the 11.
Yeah, so you hold your position, you look, just try to spot the goblin. But as you look, he seems to have disappeared.
Okay. George will turn around and look at his 2 non-human friends and kind of just shout, "Last one got away. I think they all went this way."
I'm gonna drop combat here.
And I kind of look at these goblins here to see if there's anything that would have been on the horses. If they have anything.
Right, so as you look over the goblins, they don't carry much of value. They do have scimitars and some short bows. They each have a quiver with 10 arrows in it. But they don't have any sort of coin that would give you pause, and they don't seem to carry much for belongings.
I'm gonna go over to the horses. Place a hand on their head. Say a prayer for them, then sing them a tune of remembrance.
Give me a performance check. Let's see how you do.
There we go. We're getting better.
The one going with Rockseeker, he was human, wasn't he?
He was a dwarf. And then Sildar was human.
Yeah, Sildar was.
Yep, he's a Rashimi from Croft, the
Yeah.
older human.
Can I try to track down where Sildar went?
You looking for like footprints and any kind of markings?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've got this
Ah.
to help me. He's gotta be human.
Yeah, so looking in the area here, in that same direction where the goblin ran and where George had kind of ran to the side there, you do see there's about a dozen goblin footprints that seem to have come and gone from this area. What really sticks out to you is it looks like there have been 2 human-sized bodies that weren't walking, but it looks like they were drugged, and you can see indents that show this. Then you see a little bit of Sildar's golden claw tabard has kind of ripped off, and is a little bit of the orange from the tabard is stuck to one of the tree branches here.
Well, do we keep going with supplies or do we track down the person paying us?
Well, I need to make it to Davin's Fort, but if everyone wants to get paid, I suppose we should probably hunt them down.
I would definitely prefer to get paid, as music notes don't come cheap.
Which way did that?
Probably up to where we are now.
Which way did that one run off?
Up that way, same way that seems you're looking at. So I think they might all be there.
Think so. Is there a... Would it be smarter to take the oxen with us or try to hide it somewhere?
I think hiding Babe Ruth might be the best option.
Yeah, and the cart as well.
Yes. I think Babe Ruth and the cart would give away our position.
Yeah. Maybe in a different thicket and not the ambush thicket.
Light them up to like up here.
But one of the
This
thickets.
patch down here, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And try to cover the cart in leaves and other like branches and all that. Camouflage it a little. Yeah, it's alright. Stay there.
I think we should move the horses and the goblins off the road.
I agree.
Here, Izron, give me a hand here. And he'll start grabbing the white horse by the head and starts trying to drag it with your help.
I'm not really that strong. I'd probably better moving the goblin corpses.
Your choice, man. And George will just do it on his own.
Yeah.
Not that strong, so goblin corpses will do better. Yeah, we'll move those.
Yeah, you guys hear under like George's breath, just like muttering something about a team lift.
3, 2, 1.
You gonna like kind of put them over here, or were you gonna drag the stuff?
Yeah, I would drag it in there, and then when I'm done, just cast Prestidigitation to clean myself off a little bit.
Okay.
Hey, clean up the floor too.
No, the horses are dead. I gave them their dignity song. But I'll clean off anyone that moved a dead body if they would like.
Yeah, I'll try to help carry the other horse, and I kind of struggle and stumble a bit.
George will give you the tip of make sure you lift with your knees and not your back.
Thanks, mate. I do it, and it's a little easier, but
Well, now that those are out of the way, Rorrim, you seem to know your way around this place. A little bit better than I do. Do you want to take the lead?
Sure. Down this way. I'm gonna swerve to grab my pigeon.
You got it. Clean shot.
Yeah. Straight through the eye. Was aiming for the pigeon, not the goblin.
I want to move you guys in a marching order too. We don't know how you want to march through.
I'm fine with being in the middle unless Snukk wants to be in the middle.
Oh, whatever.
Looks like I'm in the middle.
So like that.
Nice.
Okay. So you guys set your marching order. You grab your pigeon. Arrow's still intact, which is nice.
Nice.
And then you follow the dozen goblin trails in those human-sized bodies that were being hauled through. As you do, Rorrim, give me a perception check.
Oh, finally.
Nice. As you're leading the way, about 10 minutes or so of walking, you think you lose the trail for just a moment, but you are a clever ranger. You pick it up again rather quickly, realizing it's just continued to another thicket as you walk through. However, something seems off. With the 22, you move some of the brush aside before you step, and you see a snare waiting to catch you.
Wow.
These goblins have set traps, but you're able to identify it pretty easily.
Can't catch me. As I walk into another trap. I'll just cut the snare apart, draw one of my short swords, and cut the rope.
The rest of you see Rorrim pull out her, disable the snare trap pretty easily.
Yep. Keep going.
Following the trail, you guys continue for about another 2 miles. It's about a 2-mile hike. Then you come across a large cave. There's a shallow stream which flows out of the cave mouth, which is screened by dense briar thickets. And then there's a narrow dry path which leads into the cave, which you all hear. And this is the spot to take a break.
Ooh.
As you have come to what is pretty obviously from your trail following that this is a goblin's hideout. And hopefully your companions are inside.
Yippee.
Alright, so 5-minute break. I'm back here and keep on going. BRBs, chat. See you in a minute. Alright.
I'm not the child you knew like a few years ago.
You child. Tell me he's a child.
Like pretty on my shit.
Mudkip's calling himself a child.
I heard.
Wait, he's finally admitting it?
You child.
Surrounded by And I wouldn't call anyone a child considering you're having your dinner prepared for you, Missy.
Oh, not making their own dinner?
I'm playing D&D.
You go out
I
there.
get a pass.
You shoot you a
They
chicken.
Right. So you're gonna cook tomorrow?
No.
There we go.
There's this invention called the Instapot.
They're gonna be helpful to you.
He's gonna DoorDash some food. Or what do you got, Uber Eats?
Uber Eats is there.
Alright, so you follow the trail. It's about 2 miles from the road from where you were. You can see the stream pouring into the cave, or the mouth cave here. I put you here, but if you wanted to, you could start a little bit farther back, depending on how you wanted to prepare yourselves. There is this very large thicket here, the same briar thicket. It's so dense that it's hard to peek into the area, but you do kind of from your vantage point would see that it opens up a little bit to the north here. Which for someone like George would be able to pick out pretty easily that that might be like a watch area of some kind. What would you all like to do?
They should be just up here.
Yeah. But that one goblin got away, so they probably know we're coming.
So,
Well,
this wouldn't be a good time for a battle song, would it?
I don't know.
No. I need a break from your songs. They're getting better, but still a lot the last couple of days.
6 days of song. 6 days of Anchorman pan flute.
Izron's just gonna, smile after you say that as he thinks internally, all part of the plan.
We could split up. 2 heading north around the river. It looks like it bends inwards, and 2 heading south. We meet up, take out anyone we run into.
If we do that, I will say I'm not too good at close combat.
Aim to the end.
Well, if that's the case, just make sure they don't get close to you. You should be fine.
Okay.
I have faith in you.
Worst comes to worst, one of us will spot you.
Exactly.
I'm glad I have you all to watch my back.
Alright. Are we splitting or sticking together?
Honestly, I was afraid.
I think splitting up is good. Rorrim, you want to head with me? Head north?
Sure, this can only go well.
And George will wait a moment to see if any of the rest of the party wants to say no to this before heading north. He heads north.
I was muted. I was trying to say something.
Oh, that's even better.
Oh, God.
Are you talking about going down like this south? Right?
Yeah, just going around the center
Okay.
section here. So realistically, we'll all be within 60 feet of each other anyway.
You guys would be like, here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy. Oh, that doesn't even go where we need to go.
Alright, so I'm gonna stop you right there just because for 2 things. Part 1 is so Snukk and Izron, you guys can climb up here about 10 feet up, and you
Oh.
would just have to like fight your way through some pretty thick brush, but you could come into this area if you wanted to. And then Rorrim and George, as you come around to the side here, you've had a moment to peer around. You notice that on the east side of the stream, flowing from the cave mouth, is this very small area, this thicket. It's hollowed out to be like a lookout post. You can see there are these makeshift spiked lumber that has been carved to a point and then stuck into the ground. You also can hear the cracklings of a fire coming from around the center of this area.
So Rorrim,
I would climb.
you go ahead first. Sorry.
I'm gonna follow Snukk.
Now we need Snukk and Izron to make stealth checks. Pretty good. Also pretty good. Okay.
I have disadvantage, I believe.
Are you wearing what's your armor? Scale? Yeah, so
Yeah.
14. Okay.
Still pretty alright.
Okay.
As they're heading north, George is gonna ask Rorrim a question. What do you think of the other two?
Dead guy.
Well, they're certainly characters, but not everyone can be normal.
Fair enough.
Don't see any bad intentions. Bit of a bit strange, but I never claimed not to be.
That's fair enough. Thankfully, this gives me the feeling that this is just a run of the mill goblin incursion. We can probably clear the moat and head back to Davonsford, get our money, and all split up. Keep doing what we're doing on our own.
Hopefully, it isn't too tiring. Might even mean an uptick in pay. Buy yourself something nice.
Wouldn't say no to that. All right, you watch my back, I watch yours.
Sounds good.
And at
We
that,
going in quiet, or
I'm hearing fire. I think something's there. We might want to go in loud, unless you want to go in quiet.
I don't mind either way. You don't look like the stealthy type.
Not with this on, no.
You guys down here, there's a
Don't
wall,
tempt
so you won't be able to go through until I push you through. You're just going around
I
the
kind
wall.
of figured as much. That's why I was standing here.
Yeah.
Bad zero. Oh.
And George will now
Alright.
walk across the stream.
Right.
Send me in.
We'll put the initiative order stuff up. As you walk across the stream, you see a possum is spinning like a rotisserie chicken over the fire, which illuminates two goblins that hold short bows. You see one goblin who is 50 pounds larger than any of the goblins you've seen thus far. He has a great axe being held in with a very firm grip, and he's just like poking at the possum. They see you as you approach. They don't hear Izron or Snukk behind him, but they see George and Rorrim.
Mm-hmm.
Let's roll some initiative. For you guys to get through the thicket, you're gonna have to like cut yourself through because it's very, very thick.
Oh boy.
They'll probably do
That's always fun.
difficult terrain to get in.
Oh, I rolled terribly.
You have a -1 initiative.
I do,
Ooh.
yes.
Oh god.
I have an
Just
8.
say.
Yes.
You rolled a 20 and I got higher than you.
Let me
Oh gosh.
Same, man.
I'm gonna refresh my game real quick, so I can get my little spinny token. There it is. If you don't see the little spinny token, just refresh. You'll see it.
I'm behind a thicket.
Combat music. All right. This goblin, the closest one is George. The goblin's whipping around with the short bow, and he fires. Oh, I have it on private still. That was only a 10.
Oh, nice.
Rorrim.
I'm gonna motion as if I was gonna hold up that pigeon and hand it over to them. Then forget about it, drop it, grab a bow. I'm like, alright. This is how we're doing this.
Uber Eats here with your meal.
I got your chicken. Kentucky Fried.
Oh, so
Pew,
we
pew, pew,
got my squab.
Ooh. A 12
Wow.
at the Goblin Spine Cleaver misses.
Spine cleaver?
Story of my life. I'm gonna move forward a bit.
If you guys don't know what these are, all these goblins are from MCDMs, but from Matt Colville. So this is like his up like super enhanced monsters, which are pretty cool. They're not just little
Fun
weak ass goblins. Got a little more meat to them.
Yeah, I think that's all I'll do.
George.
Yeah. As a bonus action, George will enter Dancing Steel to get 10 extra feet of movement. Oh, there's one more. All right, he's gonna get all nice and close, and so we'll attack the goblin here.
Little lad. And misses.
I'd expect nothing else. That'll be me.
Izron. So it'll take you 20 feet to get to there.
Oh, okay. If I go there, am I still in the thicket, or can they fully see me?
They can see, but they don't know you're there because you had a high stealth. So you have advantage on this attack.
Man, I'd hate to waste it, but I think I'm gonna use the one spell from my feat that I have. Yeah, we're gonna do Magnify Gravity, and first time casting it doesn't cost me a spell slot. So we're gonna do it right over here. A spear didn't pop up for some reason.
Okay, let me.
Yeah. If I do it right there, it should. I think it would hit George. Hold on, let me just make a spear.
Want to fix that real quick too. 10-foot
Ooh.
radius.
Yeah.
Right.
Did I do that right? I think I did that right.
It'll get both of them. So they both make con saves.
Dang, that's
Spine Cleaver
Cleaver.
succeeds. Goblin fails. So the 12 damage is enough to kill this goblin.
Yeah.
Estimated.
So this goblin takes 6. Spine Cleaver.
Yeah, so.
Got it.
So that cost me 20 movement, and you know what? I think I'm gonna stay where I'm at. Yeah, I'll stay where I'm at.
Okay.
I'll end my turn.
So you make the gravity get so intense that it just like pushes down on the goblins, and you see one kind of crumple in on like an accordion on himself, bones breaking. And he screams out as he just collapses in. But then the Spine Cleaver, he's so powerful, so strong, he just kind of holds it off, and his face kind of goes in a little bit like he's in G-force, and then he brushes it off. So Snukk, this will be 20 feet to get you to there.
It's 20, and then it just is this all open terrain then after that?
Yep.
We'll just go up to him then. Oh, wait, does that gravity thing still last?
It does till the end of his next turn, but I think it's just like if you try to pick up stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or if you move. That's okay, you're moving into it, so you're not like.
Yeah, no.
I'll take a
Thwack. Ooh, it's a hit. And he's going to use his reaction to Tricksy Warrior and turn around and hit you. Disadvantage with the Great Axe. Wah, wah.
All right.
When they miss him with an attack or hit him with an attack?
Oh, you're right. Yeah, it has to be a miss. He still has his reaction.
I mean, what? No.
The Spine Cleaver is going to crafty to jump over to here, get flank on George. Great Axe swing at George with a +2, 19.
That
but he
beats.
also is
Oh, 5 slashing. A hulking brute.
I mean, no, do the other thing.
The Goblin's going to drop his short bow on the ground, pull out his scimitar, and then swing at George with flank.
That also hits.
4 slash.
I'm going to try to get George out of this predicament and shoot at the Goblino.
Pew! Oh, yeah. Flat. How did you?
Head gone.
What you do? You just take off his head, clean from his body. Sink. The
Goes
arrow like pierces into the
through-
wood here. Oh, it
Yeah,
just goes through.
the neck. Through the neck, and just head falls off.
The Mortal Kombat fatality stuff.
Yeah. I'm gonna move in and right there. And drop my bow, grab my short sword. One of them.
You got it. And giving George some flanks, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hell yeah.
Just for you.
Oh, thank you. You got my back. Look at that.
Yeah.
All coming back. George, as a bonus action, is going to go to Exorcism of Steel, and then I'm going to attack the Spine Cleaver.
Ooh.
This. Now I can do Tricksy Warrior. This is a disadvantage at George. God. Back to back ones. Both you and the Spine Cleaver just swinging wildly, missing each other.
I'm doing my job. I'm distracting. I'm ducking and diving.
Izron.
I'm gonna move over here, and I'm gonna vicious mockery the Goblin Spine Cleaver, and I'm gonna say, "Put some back into it." Oh wait, you probably don't have any.
That is a fail.
You don't have a back?
Yes.
He was
Wow.
never taught to lift with his knees.
Yep.
See, that's where I'm better.
Yeah, I feel pretty safe over here, so that's gonna be it for me.
He's psychic and he has disadvantage on his attack.
Yeah.
Going to walk up and
The miss. With the Scourge. Spine Cleaver. Understand
takes one bleed.
Oh, you missed. Oh, he has the from last attack. You're right. Gotcha.
Yep.
One bleed. A fatigue.
Mm.
Going to step away from being flanked. And he's going to make a great axe at disadvantage at Rorrim. That
No.
Rorrim.
Yes. I am just. I'll need to make it so that my sword does this. But I'm gonna pull out my second short sword, hold it in my other hand. And so that I have 2 short swords drawn. And then I'm gonna do some 2-weapon fighting. Attack with the one and then the other.
14 hits for glancing.
Okay. And then the other one, and then just gotta subtract. I have to subtract.
You just stay right
In
there.
that case, wouldn't it just be a 1?
Just one.
Yeah.
Just one damage.
Yep.
You got
Subtract my ability modifier, yeah. So it'd be a 1.
3 damage total. Slices and the dices.
Annoying.
He parries you with his grace. Here's a great axe.
Valid. Alright.
George.
Would George be able to move through Rorrim perfectly
Yeah, he
fine?
jumped over that.
It would be half speed. Of Coltrane.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So that's 25 feet of movement. And I'm gonna smack the goblin.
You're just gonna smack him.
Glancing blow.
Glancing, of course.
Oh, 16.
Oh yeah, flank. Full attack.
Oh, hell yeah. Full 8. That's good.
Gonna bleed.
And 1 bleed, yeah. I didn't realize we were a bleed party.
We're a damage
Oh,
over
this
time
thing's still
strat.
alive? Oh gosh.
He's only been hit like 4 times.
Alright, we're gonna move over here and we're gonna mock him again. And this time we're gonna say, you swing like a tree.
Success.
Sounds like you took it as a
He
compliment.
says, "Yes, I do," and he flexes at you.
Well, you
It's
know, I might
advantage.
yeah, I think, nah, you guys don't need Bardic Inspiration right now. You guys are fine.
Rude.
You're fine.
Go up here.
Point 2 for that's enough to kill. He is
See, told you
dead.
didn't need it.
Wow.
I need 2 light bleed weapons. We're gonna stack the bleed.
Oh gosh. And I'm just over here insulting everything.
So that is
Everybody
combat.
needs your own blood.
Nobody.
I'm gonna swap back to my bow.
The spine cleaver falls before you. His great axe tumbling to the side of him. The other 2 goblins are dead and gone.
Is that Nickelback?
Does it look like either of them have anything interesting on them?
Bridge this Nick.
The spine cleaver has that great axe that is a pretty hefty weapon, but besides that, they don't seem to carry much of anything either.
Sorry, could you repeat that? I think my end cut up a little bit there.
Oh, the spine cleaver has the great axe, but besides that great axe, there's really not much of note on the goblins.
Okay.
Oh.
You said this is roasting possum, right?
It is, yeah,
How's it look so far?
pretty burnt.
I'm gonna take the possum off the fire. And say, I think their food's a bit burnt, but we could probably eat it.
As you're looking
I'll
in the
look at
cave,
it,
Snukk,
I could sell yours.
You can see without dark vision, it's pretty dark in there. If you don't have dark vision, you won't be able to see into the cave.
Can anyone see?
Would anyone like a bite of some possum?
That's too burnt for me.
No.
Can I try a piece to see just how? Yeah, can I try one? I'd like to take a nibble out of it. Get a hint of the taste.
Says yeah, take a nibble out of the possum. It is very crispy.
Oh,
That's supposed to be, but
sounds tasty.
Would George be able to light his lamp on his waist to help see?
Sure. Make sure I got everyone's vision fixed.
I cannot see in the dark yet.
Oh, you can't?
Yeah.
Not yet.
I can
You
see
getting new
anything.
eyes soon? You getting new eyes soon?
Yeah, I'm getting my lenses fixed actually.
Okay.
I can see into the beyond, but I can't see in the dark.
Okay, so
A
I
normal problem.
Yeah.
I think I have everyone's vision, right? If you have dark vision, you should see like gray in here.
Yeah.
And if you
Yep.
don't, then it should be black. But I just turned on a lantern on George's belt.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna be following along, eating my possum.
I'll whisper. There is a goblin down the water here.
How much further? I
Edge
see a
of my
wolf.
vision.
I see a wolf right beside us.
Okay, so you'll see there are a couple things you guys will see as you peek in. One is to the east here. Let me get that there. Just inside the cave mouth, there's a couple uneven stones that steps up the cave. The cave narrows a little bit, and you can smell the stench of wet dog. You can hear rattling chains. You can see a little bit of wolves that are tied to a stalactite. What is it? Stalagmite. Stalagmite's the bottom. It's the top. Tied to a stalagmite. Then down the waterway, the water extends in, and with dark vision, you should be able to see there is the cave steeps upward, and you can hear splashing coming down on the west side. So there's a little opening to the west there. Looks like you could duck into. And then there is this is about 15 feet up. There's a rope bridge that goes across the mouth of the cave. And there's one goblin who is looking this direction. Looks like a lookout, but doesn't seem to be doing a very good job, and he looks kind of bored. So he hasn't spotted you guys yet from what you can see.
So what I'm hearing is there's a chance to negotiate.
I have a pigeon.
I have a possum.
Who's the best negotiator?
In between bites, I'm saying, I'm pretty good at negotiating.
On a scale of 1 to 20, I'd say I'm about a 14.
I'm about a 19.
Oh, I don't know. I give myself a 9.
Oh, you're talking about
It's
actual
negotiation.
I'm good. I'm really good at negotiating.
Yeah, where'd 19 come from?
Oh, that was me feeling personally I'm good like a 19, but I give
Oh, okay.
myself a 17 in actuality. But like self-judging myself, I believe.
See him up there.
They step in, the wolves here, they all turn to you and they start to snarl and snap. But where they are on the map is as far as they can reach from their chain. So they can't get to you, but they're howling and snapping at you like guard dogs.
I'd like to throw the remainder of my possum right over here. See if they do anything.
You throw your like out of their reach, or
Yeah.
like so they can get to it?
No, like over here, because this is where they can reach, right? Up to there, maybe?
They can, right where they're at, as far as they can go. So they can't
Oh,
make
okay.
it there or to there.
Then I would try to throw it in the middle of them, like in the middle of them, so they could potentially reach it.
So if you get there, they could bite you. If you get there, they could bite you. So yeah, if you throw it there, they could bite you. So if you throw it there, they all just start to attack it and rip it.
You said if I throw it here?
Yeah, they get to it there.
Yeah, that's where I want to throw it.
Okay. They just dive on it, start to bite. You also notice that the goblin looked down the corridor hearing the wolves and then stepped out of your sight.
Ugh. Annoying.
Hmm.
And guess what? He probably hid.
You hear, "Who goes there?"
Why, hello, we were sent by your leader out front. He told us to bring your hound some food that we had caught after he cooked it.
Throw the pigeon in there just for good riddance.
"You are liars!" And then with that, you hear a mighty roar and a herd.
What?
A huge roar as a surge of water comes flying down the corridor.
No.
Everyone make dex saves as though they just released their flood trap.
Oh no, my one weakness.
God
My
dang
one
it!
strength. Wow, great. Hey guys. Snukk.
Izron, Rorrim, and George take 6 bludgeoning
Oh.
as you are carried out of the cave by the flooding waters. And then Snukk, as you stand in it, it doesn't knock you down or knock you prone or anything, and you don't take any damage from the water as it rushes by.
I guess these goblins don't like to talk.
That was really rude.
I take that back. Let's just kill them all.
Yes, let's do it the hard way.
Are they doing anything right away?
I'm going to throw you guys in initiative order.
Okay.
I'd like to simply kill them all now.
Is it immediately in initiative?
Yeah, we're rolling initiative right now. We'll see how you guys
Okay.
Oh, I'm looking terrible.
Oh, I mean worse.
My gosh, it's hard.
I'm doing great, man.
It's pretty bad here.
The goblin peeks out
Anyone
around the
want
corner.
first strike?
Oh, yeah, do you want to jump? You want to jump around with alert?
I mean,
I'm
If
good.
you wouldn't mind going last, I wouldn't mind going. But
I don't mind.
Oh, and you guys
Swapsies.
are all prone out here.
Oh boy.
All swapsies with Snukk.
So Snukk gets a 19 and you get a 4.
That +5 to initiative's doing things, huh?
Must be nice.
All right, so the water rushes
It'll
through.
only get better.
Snook's able to hold his ground as he does. The goblin pops right around the corner and is going to shoot a short bow at Snukk. Ooh. 18 for 6.
La, 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 la.
Wow. It ricochets off the shield. Then he pops back around the corner. Look.
So that's. Oh, look at that.
Yep, so right now you're under the bridge.
I'm under the. Oh, is there.
Okay, this is 20 feet up.
Oh, it's. Oh, I see. So it goes. Does it
Yeah.
go like around that way?
Yeah, it comes around the corner like this.
Okay.
You also see here,
Yes.
as you come around the corner, you can like kind of like look a little bit into the corridor, and you can see there's another. Looks like there was 2 levers. One has been pulled, and there's another lever on the other side.
Yep. Well, that's full movement.
Official, all goblins must die.
Oh, that's a dash then. And
You just saw a couple things with dark vision here. One is there's like 2 pools of water. You can see one pool is empty, and the other
Yep.
pool is full. And then there's a red, like long cloak or like big blanket here that's covering this upstairs area.
okay. I'm just focused on the things I can see at the moment. That's my turn.
All right, the goblin here's gonna drop his short bow, make a scimitar swing at Snukk. And then he's going to crafty. Go there. The prone Izron.
Oh gosh, this is what happened. I'm moving to get up. Yeah. Okay. I'm spend half that here movement to get up. Where are you gonna go? I feel like it wouldn't be wise for me to try to dash forward. No, I need the distance. I'll dash to move another, 15?
You get your full 30 after you dash.
Oh, yeah, we're dashing. Zoomy zoomers. So that's 30, and I got, there seems to be a door over there. We're not gonna go touch the door. So I got 7, 15, so move over there, I believe.
Okay.
Because I gotta go through that way to get up there.
Yeah, you gotta go around the corner. Because the bridge is 20 feet above you.
Yep, and I'll end it right there.
George.
So if it's 20 feet above, I'm assuming with a strength of 17, I can't jump up or climb and grab on and climb up or anything like that.
Steal your CS.
What is the jump calculator thing? Jump calculator? You have a 17?
Yeah, 17 strength.
You can high jump and grab something 15 feet off the ground. Yeah, so just a little out of your
Just shy. That's sad. Okay. Yeah, George will get up from prone and then dash. So doing the same thing that the goat did.
You got it.
That's the right number, I think.
Yeah, 45 feet. Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Probably best that I go after the person with the light. Be smart.
Oh, you just made me a prime target now. Why?
He's in front of you. I'm gonna stand up and also do a dash.
Okay.
And just walk back to. No, I'm just gonna be.
Up in there.
Yeah, right there.
You got it. So for reference, as you guys run across there, you saw this little western corridor. The little western corridor leads to a small passage, but then the passage looks like it's caved in a bit. Looks like you could dig through it, but there's no door. It's just like a lot of rubble. You get through there.
Oh, okay.
The goblin's going to step to the side here. The goblin's going to snicker, and then he's going to pull a lever. And then
come on.
The water from the second pool is going to shoot down. And then I need Rorrim, Izron, and George to make dexterity saving throws.
Are you kidding me?
Unrelated, but on my last turn, would I be able to bonus action get into a stance? It won't affect this at all.
Yeah, if you want to.
Cool. Then I will use the last ditch evasion one. I'm gonna get fucked. Oh my god.
Alright, George, back we go.
So George and Rorrim, you get pushed back all the way to the beginning. Whee!
Oh gosh.
Whee!
Motherfuckers.
And then you're both knocked prone again.
Well, at least the two with dark vision are still here, though.
Yeah.
And then Izron, you're okay. You're not pushed back. You hold the brunt of the water.
Gosh.
Now you can see that both pools are. And the goblin's going to step up here. That was his action to pull the lever, so that's his turn. Snukk.
Well, you had to move, didn't you? That Snook's just gonna come behind there.
16 is hit and 7 damage is enough to kill. Just a little goblin. Goblin's going to make a scimitar swing at Snukk.
No.
Izron.
Okay. Around the ring around the rosy we go.
Yeah, you don't say.
Alright, we're gonna dash. Cause yeah. Alright. Hold up. Wait a minute.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
So we can get up to 1260.
Trying to get hit by another tidal wave?
No. No, we're gonna come over here and make sure Snook's doing good. Yeah, we're gonna stay here.
George.
George is going to get up off of his stomach, so his face is no longer in the water, and he's actually gonna stay prone. He's gonna like just shimmy with his butt on the ground with his legs up against the wall here, and he's just gonna look at Rorrim. He's like, I'm not going back up there. This is not happening again. And he's gonna end his turn down here.
Okay.
Dag.
Rorrim will stand up. And she is gonna cast Goodberry.
Okay.
And give like 7 of them to George. Just hand him
Just a
7 of them
quick
over.
eating session.
Just hand over 7 of them and then walk 15 feet up.
You do it. It's one action for each berry at a time.
Yeah. So I'll just hand him the 7 and walk. My action was doing it.
Okay, and then eat an action per berry. Oh man, I hope you guys get done in the next 7 rounds.
Enjoy.
Oh, well. Shouldn't have done that, Goblin. Oh.
He pulls a 3rd lever. I swear.
That's all I got.
Oh, if that goblin pulls another freaking lever, oh gosh.
Oh!
Death by water. Ooh.
Oh, the crit on Snukk.
At least the water hasn't hit him.
For 12.
And there is nothing I can do about that.
Might be short rest time after this.
Might be.
Izron.
Yeah, we're gonna try to actually, cause you're, I can't, no, cause that's walled next to Snukk over here, so I can't shimmy on over there.
What do you guys think of the updated Lost Mines of Phandelver? A little dungeon crawl.
Actually, wait,
I mean, I've never done it before. This is all new to me.
That's pretty cool.
wait a minute. I could stay behind Snukk and try to hit him with that coagulation lash, cause it's 10 feet. There we go. Shimmy on over here and try to hit that goblin with a lash.
You got it.
Wait, I don't know why I'm going in here. I can't see.
Ah!
That is enough to kill.
Yes, and I regained the 6 that I had lost.
Nice.
So when I do that, I pretty much slice my hand real quick on my horn. I say something in Umbra, which would translate to "Give me your blood," and the lash comes out.
I'll turn around and say an Umbra back to him. I hope that wasn't meant to me.
So that's initiative. As Snukk and Izron, as you both are here, you can hear little goblin whispers coming from down the hall. It sounds like they're having a conversation. They don't seem to notice your presence or anything, but
I
think we should regroup with the others.
I'm gonna eat my 3 berries.
But yeah, over the next minute, I'm going to be eating 7 of these berries and making my way up.
sure.
And he's like, his sword is sheathed, his broadsword, and he's like hand against the wall, just waiting to get fucking sloshed again.
Are those pools empty?
Yeah, both pools are empty. There is a waterfall, which is that face.
A door?
So you guys will see there's this waterfall, which is slowly starting to refill the pools. Takes a little bit of time. It's also very loud in here, so it's kind of hard to hear anything except for the waterfall just crashing in. And then there's a large red tarp which is hung over the entrance here, but it's hard to hear anything behind the tarp just because the waterfall is so obnoxiously loud.
If I shoot an arrow through the tarp, what would it hit?
I don't know if that's wise.
A pigeon.
The four of you regroup.
From earlier.
You look a little battered, except for Izron. Izron looks, the big, tall, 8-foot goat looks pretty healthy. So you look a little beat, but even though you're in the room together, if you wanted to talk with each other, you'd have to kind of like shout at each other.
Yeah, George will shout, "I'm good to keep going."
Tom game.
I could use a break, but as long as I'm not first.
So I could see that Snukk is pretty, like, bad, right? Like, pretty beaten up.
Yeah, you can see he took a pretty hefty slice from the scimitar across his neck and his chest.
So Izron's gonna pull out his pan flute and play a little tune as he does healing word on Snukk.
Play a little ditty.
That didn't do well.
Not playing it very well.
It's better than nothing.
Indeed.
There you go. I've done my thing.
Swap back to swords in here. It's a little too cramped, and I'm not gonna say
So
yet.
I'll pull back the tarp or whatever.
As you pull back the tarp,
Who
you
the
see,
fuck is that?
It's Clark.
you see there's sacks and crates of looted provisions piled in the south end of this cave to make this very makeshift throne. To the west, the floor slopes down. It seems to drop into a hole into the darkness. A menacing-looking bugbear watches you intently as you pull back the tarp. He has 2 goblins flanking him and a warg, which is like a little more powerful wolf. And as you pull it back, he goes, "Who dares defy Clark?"
We mean you no harm. We did not know your eminence.
It's on real initiative.
Oh gosh.
Oh boy.
Clark.
They don't seem to do like a lot of talking. I'm noticing this.
They took that screenshot of Clark. Clark is beautiful. Clark is considered the boss of this little cave.
Oh gosh.
Good thing we still have all our resources then.
All our resources? I don't know about that.
Okay, Clark goes last.
No, Clark.
I'm worried about the warg.
I'm gonna do this. Just start it out, I guess.
Don't die.
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh,
Like
nice.
2.
That's really gross sounding.
That was awesome.
Infected all of them but the goblin.
Radiant damage as you expel Constellation Barrage. 2 to the warg. 2 to Clark. The goblin succeeds. Takes 1. Warg jumps here. Going to make a bite.
Oh Jesus!
Oh.
10 damage on Snukk and make a strength save or get knocked prone by the bite.
My healing did nothing.
And you didn't heal him, he'd be dead.
Yeah.
I guess that's fair.
This is Not great.
We should
Nope.
have probably rested.
Goblin's gonna make a swing at the prone Snukk. Advantage.
Oh,
Well.
gosh.
There he goes.
I tried.
That's 23.
For 7. Yep.
Man.
Nope.
I love that Snuck's like, I can keep going as long as I don't go first, and then immediately goes first and gets butchered.
So this is the new death save rule, so you make a death save immediately right now.
Roll up.
Success.
20. Oh, hell yeah.
Right. So if you guys don't know the new death save stuff, when you have 2 successful saves, so if he rolls another success, he can start to crawl around the battlefield, and then once he gets his 3, he gets an action. But right now you're still the same, kind of knocked out. Izron.
Snukk can probably survive a round on the ground, right?
When you get hit while you're laying down, you don't take death save fails. You just take exhaustion stacks.
Oh, because it's no, I think I should go for the damage option instead of the healing this turn. Yeah. So, hold on, what's your range again? Yeah. So, we're going to do Magnify Gravity again. Oh, why didn't it place it? Dang it. Hold on, yeah.
Nice. All right. Clark fails. Work success. Goblin fails. Goblin is dead. Oh, I didn't mean to take all of them.
Yeah, they're all dead. Look at that.
Perfect. I did a thing.
Yay.
There we add these nerds. They took them off the initial order.
Oh, that's not good.
Clark
Uh-oh.
had a 4, I think.
Clark,
word
yeah,
got a
Clark was
15.
last.
Clark had 5.
And the
Clark had
Lord.
a
15 or something like that.
Yeah, got it.
Alright. After that, bonus action wise, we're gonna give a bardic inspiration to George.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, give it to him.
Bardic
It's a
inspiration.
D6 right now?
Twisted Fate again.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I love that stuff is done. It's cool.
And then that's it for me.
Right. Form.
I'm gonna look down at Clark and I will cause him to see mind distorting imagery. So all the world around him looks like it is flipped upside down, backwards, twisted all around.
Oops, and 1%.
Clark succeeds.
Damn it.
As he succeeds, he says, Clark will build a throne from your bones.
Hey, at least his speed is half.
What happens if we don't have bones?
Clark looks confused.
Good.
George
I do have
looks
bones.
confused.
I'll turn and look behind me. I do have bones.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. And I'll just stay out here.
Oh, yeah. George is going to run on up. And I'm going to attack that war.
A 12 just missed.
That's too bad. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to second winds, and I'm also going to use a vigor dice with last ditch evasion.
I guess so you could.
Yeah,
Yeah,
theoretically, you have your bardic dice too. You could have used.
I do. Can I use the bardic dice on the broadsword attack?
it'll
yeah.
hit no matter what.
Cool. Awesome.
And bleed.
But will it be glancing or?
True. If you roll a Bardic, if you roll 1, it's glancing.
Yeah, it's a D6.
Sad.
You gotta be kidding.
Why you gotta
I'm
open
sorry.
your mouth?
I'm sorry. Sorry. I keep doing this.
That's fine. Yeah, so with the second wind, I gain 10 health.
Good second wind.
Second wind.
And then I'm using my last ditch evasion vigor point.
Get it?
Oh gosh.
Why did it not put anything in the chat when I clicked on that? That's weird. Hold on. It's supposed to show all the things. Anyway, so what it does is when I use second wind as a same bonus action, I can make a single weapon attack against a creature within range, and then I gain 10 hit points equal to my stance die, which I believe currently is very tiny.
I think it's a D4.
I believe that's right.
Right.
Yes.
Improvised fighter. Doing cool stuff. Damn, 410. Let's go.
So I attack the warg again. Damn it. Open good damage too.
Love it.
But that'll be everything.
Goblin. Gonna go. Ah! It's gonna shoot at George.
That hits.
Ooh. And he's gonna move over to that strange like hole that's in the little area here. There's like a hole here. It's about 5 feet wide and it drops down into darkness. Clark moves half speed, right?
Yep.
Clark's gonna bonus action Battle Fury. Clark's gonna go into a rage.
Oh.
And then Clark's gonna hand axe swing at look on the ground.
So how many death saving throws does he need to have before he like dies?
There you go.
Still 3, but the first hit on him with the 20 gives him 1 stack of exhaustion. And then the second swing is miss. So he just has 1 stack of exhaustion. And exhaustion is the -1 for each level that you have. So now, until the exhaustion goes away, Snukk has a -1 on ability checks, saving throws.
Okay, so whenever he gets hit by an enemy, he won't get a failure. He just gets an exhaustion for each hit, basically.
Yep. And then if he
Okay.
gets to 10 exhaustion, he dies.
Mhm.
I cannot.
Okay, sounds good.
Snukk, that's safe. The nat 20, let's go, dude. That's the beginning of your turn, so you're prone but awake.
Okay, that's the end of my turn then, right?
No, that's at the beginning, so you can
Oh,
you can still do all your stuff.
Run away.
so, so I stand up. I still have an action and a bonus action?
Yeah, you still have your full turn.
Okay.
See, these were the rules. That's crazy that the other group TPK'd with them. They were rolling so bad that that's how they died. They just rolled terrible.
So, at the warg.
15 hits the warg for 10. And a stack of bleed.
Bonus action 5-footer. And yeah, that would be the 15 then.
The warg's gonna bite George. Miss. Izron.
All right. Well. We're gonna start by mocking Clark. Yeah. We're gonna say Clark's thrown too puny. You no good kill.
Right. Clark has advantage on this.
Damn.
Still succeeds.
Hold on, let me see. George looking good.
Ugh.
Damn. Then we're gonna bonus action healing word on Snukk.
Wah. Another one.
Why? It's better than nothing though. And then we're gonna move over here just to be safe.
Rorrim.
Safe from me smacking you for running?
Not run, it's tactical retreat.
Hmm. Yeah, I see ya. Step there, and then bonus action 5-foot step over to the goblin. And then I'll attack the goblin with my 2 short swords. And a swing.
Miss on the first.
And a swing.
Ooh, miss on the second.
Fuck. Fucking hell. Stupid dice.
Dip,
So
dodge,
annoying.
dodge, dip. George.
Yeah, George, as a bonus action, is going to do the Exorcism of Steel, and then I'm going to attack the
Hey
ward.
guys, I need a hand.
Oh, he's a dead man.
Nah,
Oh, hell yeah.
there we go.
Oh, hey, Clark.
Don't you open that door.
Goblin's going to turn around here and start to dig.
No.
Then he's going to crafty.
No.
And he slides down this corridor. Whee!
That's really rude.
And he rushes over to the wolves where they're chained.
Wait, what?
No!
I figured that was coming.
Clark!
I can't even see him. I can't stop him.
Clark's going to make 2 hand X swings at George.
Good luck, George.
Oof. Oof.
13 on the first, 20 on the second.
It's a 20. I'm gonna use my reaction to use a vigor point, and maybe he'll not hit me.
Okay.
It's unlikely, but maybe a glancing at least. That brings me to 21 AC.
Nice. Miss.
Hell yeah.
Nicely,
That was
Terry.
fun.
Snukk.
Yeah, why not?
Get that warg out of there.
Feeling invigorated.
Ooh, it's hit. You do notice that he takes a little bit less damage than what you're used to because he's in his battle fury.
Take that bleed though.
He's gonna bleed to death.
All right. Whoa. Oh, this ain't good. I'm gonna come over here. Oh, doggos. Oh, Clark's got advantage on things.
Get the dogs.
Oh, I can either get the dog or I can get the goblin.
Yeah, get the goblin who's trying to undo the dogs.
Yeah, we're gonna vicious mockery the goblin.
Okay. It's out of range of Larg.
Yeah.
2 damage. Got it.
We're gonna call his nose small.
Ah! He's gonna bleed a little bit from his nose.
Then has Snook's been doing it. We're gonna give another bardic inspiration to George.
Bardic to George.
And that's it.
You feel inspired from that 8-foot demon behind you?
Zero.
Damn goat.
I thought you were trying to kill the goblin.
All right. Ba-bam. Miss. Ba-bam.
19, 21 hits.
21. Yay. Does not much, but
4 damage.
Just a little bit of damage. He shakes off some of it from his rage, but just some damage to him.
Yeah. does
Yeah,
something.
supposed to.
Yeah. All right.
George.
George is gonna smack him with a broadsword.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh my god. Christ.
you swing.
That's everything.
Not even my dice can save that, I don't think.
Yes. Oh, bonus action back into last ditch. But it doesn't. Yeah, that's it.
Goblin's going to untie the wolves.
Oh
That's
gosh.
an action. Step out a little bit from the cave.
No, get back here. Stop running.
Clark. Clark has an int of 10. He sees a very sturdy George. He's gonna turn to Snukk and make a hand axe swing.
Hey.
It's a 21 for 6 on Snukk. Got anything for it? Wah. And then with the second swing, he's gonna turn to Rorrim and make another hand axe.
Really
Aw.
rude, honestly. Just
Ooh.
absolutely bananas.
Oh, he's gonna take a bleed. Got it. Snukk.
Yeah, that's about all I can do.
A 16 down 1 to a 15 because your exhaustion is a miss.
Dang.
Ugh.
I kind of wanted to deal with the dogs. They sound easier to fight.
Okay. Wait.
More damage to him.
Okay.
Can the dog get through here? Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah, wolves have 40 feet of movement too.
Thanks.
Ah, get away.
Thanks.
This is a bite coming. Yeah, Izron.
Ah,
Choppers.
get away. Oh, that hits. Oh, that hurt.
14 for 9. And make a strike save.
Why did you guys kill the goblin?
That's what I was wondering.
Because I missed twice.
That's fair.
I don't want to hear it.
Let's see. That's 30. Should I get right to there? Sweet. Izron, this is a bite you had
I
advantage.
don't want to. Oh gosh, come on.
19.
Oh, that's a miss. Oh,
He's got advantage with
oh,
attack
19.
tactics.
Oh,
Disadvantage.
son of a.
Make another strike save.
Hold on, let me subtract this stupid. I want to know why no one killed that dang goblin.
Success.
Fucking dice.
Izron with 1 HP.
I don't want to hear it about the freaking dice. Oh, and I'm out of spell slots. I'm screwed. We're gonna try to rapier the wolf in front of me and try to stab it.
Okay. A 12 just misses.
Yeah, we're about to die.
TPK. TPK.
Rorrim.
Alright, this can only go well. Oh wait, these guys can't kill me. What am I talking about?
You're
Ridiculous.
invulnerable. You got this.
I'm invulnerable. They can't kill me in any way that matters. I'm gonna attack Clark twice.
That is a hit. And that's a hit.
annoying.
Larg's looking pretty rough. Still alive.
I'm just gonna like kick a rock towards him in frustration.
The 2 cuts. As you cut both times, he's still raging, so he's like roars at you, even though he's obviously slowly dying in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, there.
Hey, doggy.
There. Wolves smell blood and they see Snukk is bleeding quite heavily, so he's gonna bite at Snukk with pack tactics.
Ugh.
The Snukk still has shield, so he's fine.
Yep.
George.
George is gonna attack the wolf that attacked his goat friend.
15 hits for 7 slash.
And 1 bleed, and that'll be me.
Hearing that the fight seems to be going their way, the goblin's gonna return.
Coward.
Only someone had killed that goblin.
He's gonna make a short bow shot at Izron.
What? Oh, son of a!
Don't talk to me, okay?
Izron, make a death save immediately after you fall.
I want nothing to do with.
Success.
I want very little to deal.
I should have green when they success that for crit on the new death save stuff.
Pretty cool.
Clarg. Clarg's going to make a hand axe swing at Rorrim.
Really mean, honestly. Really, really mean. Gonna hit.
For 8.
Bing. Yep.
And as you fall in front of him, make a death save.
Yep.
1 fail. He's gonna swing at you again while you're laying there.
Really mean. He misses.
And miss.
Wait.
Oh, it's 23 for advantage. So
Yeah.
you take 1 exhaustion.
Yeah.
Snukk.
Well, I guess I gotta keep going at it though.
Yeah, there's not really very many places to run right now.
Jesus. That's all I got.
This is going to be a bite at Izron.
That's a hit.
And he's going to give you a stack of exhaustion. It's going to be a bite at George. With back tactics.
Oh.
This. Izron, death save.
Oh gosh.
That is so you have 2 successes right now, so you can crawl anywhere. Keep in mind that there's still they still like bite you, and you can speak right now too.
Yeah, there's I might as well just stay where I'm at, because if I move there's attack of opportunity. And I'm screwed, so I might as well just stay where I'm at.
Okay.
That's about it.
Rorrim, death save.
I'm just trying to reload quickly.
Yeah, my thing bugged out too. I'm trying to load back in.
Okay.
It stopped showing your dice rolls, and now it's just spinning forever. I think I'm back.
Get there. I'm on my way.
That one wolf took the bleed damage, right?
Yep. Right here. And then Clark took 1 too.
Awesome.
Nice.
Oh, fail.
Going good, guys.
So remember
over 2,
Rorrim,
right?
first session with me.
No.
It's the curse.
This is a bite at George with advantage.
Like I said, they can't kill me in any way that matters. I'll be back in a week.
23 to George for 7 and make a strength save.
Ugh.
You're good.
Let's go.
George.
Well, I guess I can leave that one wolf alone because eventually it will die. That's a great way of looking at it, right? I mean, he's taken 8 damage. I don't want to waste an attack on it. I'm gonna attack the wolf next to Snukk. We'll just bleed up everything, and if we can just survive a couple rounds, we're good.
Everything here is like 5 or less health too. It was dead.
Hell yeah. I can't even move. Or is it a bonus action, sorry, to move 5 feet?
Bonus action, yep.
Okay. That's me.
The goblin is going to step into the room and it's going to shoot at Snukk with a short bow.
Not cool, man. Not cool.
23 for 3.
You can't save me there.
Barg's going to make a hand axe swing at Snukk. 20.
Oh.
Wow. Out of frustration, he's going to turn to the laying down dead Rorrim and make a swing at her too.
That's real rude, man.
Ah!
That's fucking
Ow.
great.
Give you an exhaustion. 2 exhaustion.
Real mean.
Oh, and he takes a bleed. He's at 4. Look.
4 more rounds and Clark dies.
Oh.
Unless he has a medical professional on hand.
Yep.
Don't give him ideas.
Oh.
God.
Oh.
I was gonna bite Izron. And give him a
Ow.
stack of exhaustion. This one's gonna bite George.
Yeah, and bleed as well. Fuck him.
He doesn't have pack tactics because there's nothing by you. Bite it. Right. 8 damage. Izron, death save. If you succeed, you get 1 action. Alright, so you're stable. You get 1 action this turn. Do anything you want to do.
Oh,
And after this 1 action, then you just lay there for until someone revives you or until the combat's over.
I guess. Could I do the 1 action and coagulation lash?
Ooh.
We're gonna try it.
That's
Do it.
busted.
Damn it!
Oh,
If
it's a
only if
miss.
it hits, though.
Yeah.
That was a good idea,
Damn
though.
it! Ah,
That's pretty great.
That would have been a 5 with the 2 stacks. Rorrim, come on, to get us success. Let's go.
My turn.
Do it.
Nope.
Oh my god. Dude.
There we go. Why dissolve away? I'll be back in a week, guys.
That's
Yeah.
so fucking funny.
You can just come back as yourself next week.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
it's all up to you at this point.
George.
I'm gonna stand on top of my goat friend and I'm gonna attack this other wolf.
Okay.
I don't know how to feel about that.
That is a hit, and that is a kill.
Oh hell yeah.
This is a real curse.
3 straight fails. That's wild.
I've been rolling shit all night.
Seeing the threat is George, the goblin's going to shoot a short bow at George.
Rude.
Oh, cool.
Fucking hell.
Cool.
At least it's minimum damage,
That's true.
basically.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Larg is going to take a bleed. It's about 3. And he's going to make a hand axe. That's Snukk.
It just doesn't make sense to attack Clark like at all.
It's like
Just
it
let him
next to
die.
Snukk.
Yeah, I'm
They'll drop you. A save. Oh, the nat one. Oh, that's just
my
fail. That's just fail.
God. Oh my god, guys.
Snukk. A save.
I didn't do it.
Success. I'll put you at 1. This is okay. So 1 bleed, but 1 health.
Yeah, there we go. The bleed man. MVP.
Fight a George. And that's a miss. Izron is stable. But can't. You can crawl if you want to, but that's about all you can do right now.
I'm not moving. That's a dumb move right there.
George.
I'm gonna attack the goblin. George is used to this kind of garbage.
Oh, that's a miss. This is hilarious. Goblin's going to drop his short bow on the ground and make a scimitar attack with flank. Ooh.
So it's a 19?
19.
That does hit me though.
Is it a pure? 8 slash. Oof.
Yeah, I have an 18.
Clark is going to see Snukk laying there. He's going to make a swing at Snukk.
Does he take his
22.
bleed at the start or the end?
Let's start. He's at 2 health.
Oh, George will outlast that for sure.
That's a 22 to Snukk on the
Yep.
first one, and then the second one. Another
Yep.
stack of bleed or stack of exhaustion.
That's 3.
Yep. Then you get a -3 on all your stuff. Look, death save. Ooh, fail. Was that
Oh,
2
no.
fails?
Yep.
The wolf.
The wolf dies, right?
The wolf is dead.
Let's go.
Izron. Oh, Izron, you can.
I'm gonna hit that goblin.
You got it. And the goblin's dead. Anything else you want to do, George?
Run away, George. Run away.
George is booking it.
Just-
Wow. Wow. So should I start my next character at this point?
You're stable. You're fine.
Clark's
Oh, I
coming.
didn't know if Clark was coming after me.
Clark's gonna swing at
You-
George.
Oh fuck. That's me.
Oof.
It's okay though, because Glarg is gonna die in a second. He's gonna bleed out.
Wait,
He's-
is everybody down?
Survivors.
Wait, and how many more turns will he die?
He dies next turn. He's gonna make another swing at the down George. 18 is like glancing.
18's glancing, yeah.
That's one stack.
Those stupid fucking wolves.
Come on, Snukk. Success. No, Snukk died.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Izron is stable. George, death save. Oh, you have to first make a death save for your first fall. And then
Right,
your
right.
second. First one's a fail. Second one's a success. Clark dies.
No, it's
is
just death
dead.
save. Oh my fucking god.
George. Success.
Okay.
So that puts you at 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
So should I just do my last one now,
Yeah,
I
just,
guess?
just roll another one, yeah.
Oh, Snuck's gone.
Any nat 20s it.
Oh my god.
And then Izron, after a couple minutes, you'll wake up with 1 HP too. So the 2 of
Yeah,
you.
George will crawl over and help Ezron up.
Like I'm just looking around, and Izron is like ticked off, and he's looking for Rorrim, and he's like, where
Rorrim's
are
gone.
they? Well, I
I'm
don't know
scared.
that. I don't know
So,
these.
like, does Rorrim cease to exist, or is it like an Obi-Wan Kenobi pile of clothes on the ground? Like, how does that work?
I don't know.
She just fades out.
Yeah.
Like she just ceased to exist.
Yeah. I'm gone.
Can I
Clothes and
card
everything.
myself?
What's up?
Sir, can I card myself?
Oh my. How are you doing, Izron?
I could definitely use a rest. And are the the wolf bodies still around?
Yeah, you kind of like wake up to like George looking over Snukk, and there's just bodies everywhere. Everything except for George is on the ground right now.
So as I'm saying, I could use a rest. The wolf that took me down, I kick them. I kick the body,
You
and
got
then
it.
I look.
That's okay.
Yeah, I do. I do that. I look at George and say, I could use a rest away from this place.
Yeah, I really feel like we shouldn't be taking any time here. That creature looked like he might have been in charge, so there might only be a couple people here. We could rest for an hour and then try and clear him out, but I'd rather not do that.
I'd rather, if we're going to rest, I'd rather a more secure position as he looks at like the tunnel over here.
Did you happen to see where Rorrim went?
I did not, as I was being mauled by these mutts.
Well, maybe they just fled. 30 gold isn't worth a life, but
So since they fled, does that mean we get their share?
But you see Nook's dead body.
yeah. Snukk here is dead though. Not moving, not breathing.
Oh no!
I'll put him there to save face.
Snukk! And Izron kind of gets on one knee. I do a sleight of hand to see what's in his pocket.
Oh my god.
See, at least you guys can't rob me.
He's got the Scourge.
I can't do anything with that.
He's got a holy symbol,
Nah, I don't do those.
and he has 15 gold.
Can I try to take at least 5 of that?
Without George seeing you? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah, that's why I was like, can I do a sleight of hand to try to like?
Yeah. So George, make a perception to watch, see if you see it.
Just remember the minuses. I have a -1 and you have a minus. It doesn't matter. I roll the 3 then. All right.
Do you really you have the resurrection card, Gals?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. So out of
Oh
the,
no.
he could like revive anyone except for people in his game.
Oh,
So you take 5 gold from Snukk. There's also
yeah.
in this room, now that you guys have had a second to catch your breath, there is a treasure chest that's hidden behind Clark's makeshift throne that's closed. And then you can see there's a series of crates. In the series of crates, there's 4 in total. They look like they weigh between 50 and 90 pounds. And they say this.
Oh my gosh. But as he's pretty much on his, on his knee and like going through Snook's pockets, he makes it look like he's like saying a prayer for his soul when really could care less for that. And then he gets up because from where he's from, the weak die, the strong live.
So those are the crates that you said there?
Yeah, so there's like a pile of crates that they look like they've stolen from other travelers that have came through here. And they are made to attention to Wind Whistle Trading Post from Thalia, and then there's a treasure chest in here.
Oh, you said it's locked? I don't
There's
have any
4 crates in total.
I don't have any thieves
Okay.
tools. That's the issue. So I'm good with those.
There's some crates here that look like they're going to Davin's Ford. We should load them up on the wagon when this is all done.
I found there's a locked chest over here. I don't know if we could force our way into it or if there's any tools that I could potentially use to try to open it.
I don't have any thieving tools, but I got a crowbar.
I have a crowbar as well. Why didn't I think about that?
So who wants to make an athletics with advantage from the other person?
I would like to help George.
Yeah, we both crowbar both sides of it.
Yeah.
What am I making? Sorry.
Athletics -1 because of exhaustion.
Hey, 20.
If you guys want to spend like 10 minutes, you could be able to crack it open.
Why not?
What
the
else
that can
we
happen
doing?
in 10 minutes is a goblin shows up.
Oh,
and
yes,
murks us.
thank you.
150 silver, 40 gold, and 2 potions of healing.
Do we drink those now?
Nah, I say we save them because we're about to take a short rest, right?
Yeah. We'll split it 50-50, I guess. 1 potion, 20 gold, and 75 gold each, I guess. Or silver each.
That works for me.
Okay. You drop these on your sheets. I'll drop the potions of healing on your sheets.
Sure, I'll have the gold then.
Yeah. Boom. Added the stuff.
Amazing.
All right, should see the potions. So a couple things for this. There's still one more pretty important room in this cave.
Mm-hmm.
That has, you know, you guys are here searching for the people, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
if you guys want, you could take like your. I mean, pretty sure you're going to take a rest to get rid of your exhaustion and get your health back. But next episode, if Gold wants to return as Rorrim, she would just like reappear from the ethereal plane after having died and coming back.
After like a week, it said.
That's okay. Just to make sure we keep it moving, because it's only episode 1.
Yeah.
If you want to stay the same character.
Mm-hmm. No, I do.
That's why you played an Echo, I bet.
Part of it. I knew the curse was coming up.
Hey, Gallis, do you want to make a new character? Or do you want to have some kind of way for... Maybe we can figure out a way... If you want to keep playing Snukk, we have to figure out a way to bring him back. This is only episode 1.
I don't know. Joe tends to kill my characters on first sessions.
See, that's what I say.
So if you wanted to make a new character, I could drop you in pretty easily. I would just have you captured by the goblins in one of the rooms. And they rescue you. It's like an easy way to add you to the group.
Yeah.
Also, you dying in the Nevermore Expanse was not my fault. I want that to be known.
But however you want to do it, you would just...
Yeah, I'll think about it.
Then we're back at it next Wednesday for the next game.
Yeah. Alrighty.
How did the goblins feel from the new MCDM goblins?
They were cool.
They were fine until some wolves showed up.
Yeah, they're completely manageable at our level. It was just the 3 extra wargs and wolves and whatnot knocked us out.
Yeah.
You guys want to take your long rest in here now? Or
If it's safe to do it in here, then I'll do the short rest in here, yeah. Otherwise, we'd be like going back to the...
Oh, if you want long, we have to just have you leave and take 8 hours.
I mean, a short rest should be enough to get me going.
Oh wait, and I got Song of Rest too. Yeah, so short rest can work.
Okay. You want to short rest it up?
Yep.
Wow. So it's an extra 3? Okay.
Yeah. Let's see.
Ooh, nice. Big heals.
8, and then I'll have +3. So, yeah, I might as well just use both. Should I? Yeah, just use both. Alright, yeah.
Alright. We had some pretty cool combat. You guys got to meet each other, make your way towards the town to kick it off. I've had some backstory drops in here from everyone that gave me backstories that maybe you picked up on. Hopefully. There's been some little dips and dodges and stuff in here. You still have your exhaustions from short rest to get your longs. So something to keep in mind, but I gave you a new character sheet too, Gallis, in case you want to change your mind over the week. Want to just make a new character.
Okay.
That was pretty fun.
Woo.
I had a good time watching that crazy shit the That was pretty wild. All the dead bodies are on the screen. Ah.
Everybody was knocked down.
That bleed, that was amazing.
Those bleeds. Shit.
I barely survived.
Alright, well, I'm gonna take a long rest.
No, we took a short.
Speed up your echo
No.
shunt to get back in.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just coming back to life. Give me a long rest.
I think because we're jumping it up a week, we should probably just give you a short
Short?
rest. Yeah.
Yeah. I need to become not dead. There we go. Alright.
And then maybe you want to take a short rest and burn your stuff. Maybe there's like a reason that you have to think of maybe something cool, maybe that like why you came back so soon. Maybe there's something there.
Something like that.
Yeah, I forgot I had that feature. Alright, we'll use that next time.
If you guys enjoyed it, we did all the juicy lore parts are in the other room, which is kind of funny. All right. Thanks for watching on Twitch. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And we'll see you. My next stream is this game again on Wednesday. Next Wednesday, the 18th.
Yeah.
We'll see you then.
See ya.
See you
Later.
Bye.